Hey everybody, you are watching and listening to the We Are Rising podcast. This is your host Andrew Benjamin, joined by one half of my guest from last time, Sam. How you doing,
Hello.
Sam? Now with the Vugar.
It was the Patchy last time. Has to be Vugar this time.
Are you only doing featherweight fighters?
Not necessarily. I am not. Don't have a preference with weight class. I think any fighter can get it at this point. Special occasions.
Do you just look at the most absurd or most out of pocket pictures that Sachiko takes, and then just that's the one to use?
Yeah, I mean Sachiko posts some pretty close up photos of the fighters, so I like using them. I think Vugar looks pretty funny, like a sheep.
That is one of my most, I guess, another one thing that never gets talked about in JMA is that I love just that. I love I like the after. It's just, there's just something that's so cool and it's just, I don't know how to describe it. It's something that's never been done here in Western. As far as I know, no major promotion has ever done it. I don't even think that who was a famous photographer for like all those UFC shows. I forgot her name.
Esther Lane.
Yes, she never did something like that. She's a great photographer as well.
Yeah.
So, but it's just, I just like what I like. I don't know how to describe it. It's just something cool and unique. I love it.
I like how all the fighters are obliging, because like they could have suffered a brutal loss. They'll be there with Sachiko, fine, happy to take the photo. Like they'll contribute to that. Like they're easy to find and they're all cooperative, which is great.
Yeah, well, don't forget also Vugar did not lose. So I don't know if this is a photo that you
I think this was him after the Majima fight.
Oh, okay. That's why he looks so happy. That's why he looks so happy.
That's why he's gritting his teeth.
That's so funny. That's so funny because you remember he didn't lose the Satoshi.
He never loses.
Yeah, he never loses. Yeah. So we're here to talk about some. I mean, there's so many things. Well, first off, I gotta ask you, Sam, what did you watch last week during just that crazy week? What was on your palates for MMA or
last
whatever?
week?
Yeah, well, last weekend, the weekend besides RIZIN, of course. What else did you watch on that day or that weekend?
I have to remind what I think I watched the K1 show in full. I watched the UFC, not in full. I actually only caught the main card of the UFC. I fell asleep at the start of that event. K1, RIZIN, UFC. What was anything else on?
There was Bare Knuckle, or was it Game Bread? I didn't know it was both of them. They both had a show, I think, right?
Yeah, Game Bread.
Dirty Boxing had one as well.
Yeah.
Karate Combat must have had a show.
I caught Game Bread. I caught the main event of Game Bread. Wasn't too impressed. Didn't watch any of the other Bare Knuckle shows. Dirty Boxing, not my style. Karate Combat, I don't think they had an event. Thankfully.
One probably had a show, or they must have, right? No?
They could have had a Friday fight.
Oh, yeah, they probably definitely did. They did. If you're a pro wrestling fan, AEW had their pay-per-view on Sunday as well. Oh my God.
I feel like there was more, but maybe it was just
Octagon and KSW must have had a show as well.
Octagon and KSW, no.
Did Deep have a show? Deep must have had something. Deep always has something. I know they had their show yesterday, but I feel like Shudo or Deep or Pancras had something. I don't think. Oh, did Black Combat? Oh, Black Combat did have something because Jay Wolf wouldn't shut the fuck up about it.
The Superior Rules weekend, the collaborative weekend.
I totally forgot about that.
Jesus,
man. I guess Super Anime King bringing up the Rod Tank thing. I don't know. I don't know what else there is to say about it. Then I don't know. Not a good look to sue one of your fighters for $17 million.
While they're booked to fight next week.
Well, they're booked to fight next week. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Logistics there.
Yeah, well, one's got to make money somehow, some way. Yeah,
I think they got it resolved.
Did they settle it, or did they resolve it?
Like a verbal settlement.
Okay.
So,
just
take that with a grain of salt.
I would, yeah. Just don't sign up one at this point. Don't. Super Anime King says, it's obvious that Rodtang was going to flake, and they threatened to bury him. I don't think he was going to do that. He's never done that. I don't think he'd do that.
Would Rodtang ever pull out?
I don't think he would. That's not a Rodtang thing. He's never. Now, he
blows weight. He doesn't pull out.
Yeah, he misses weight. He misses weight or the hydration.
Or dehydration, you know,
yeah.
his piss isn't clear enough or something, whatever the fuck that like metric is.
Yeah. Which is bad because I mean I don't even understand how that. They just look at it. It's like, oh, it's too yellow, therefore you.
They smell it. I think
they smell. Did they get Machida in there? Does he take a little sip and be like, no, it's not salty enough?
I mean, I've heard some things backstage on one with like the Itsuki Hirata and Stamp Fairtex like piss samples. Like I've heard some pretty nasty stuff.
Does somebody try to like? I'm just thinking like, is like. I'm sorry.
It accidentally gets spilt on somebody.
Oh, accidentally! I thought you were gonna say somebody like tried to sell it. They try to like take it out of.
I mean, like not that I've come across, but I'd imagine something like that would have happened for some female fighter, right? Like I don't know.
Yeah,
there's a weird market out there.
There is a weird market. Did you see the RIZIN's new poster? And I was like, oh, finally they're getting to the feet market, feet picture.
I mean, like, I like feet, I like RIZIN, but I don't think the two should mix. Keep them separate.
Chris Cushman said something interesting. I think the Rodtang stuff is a big marketing tactic. I don't know if this is a marketing tactic. This is it's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of in my life. I don't know. Like, what would they gain from it?
It's like a pro wrestling angle.
It's not even. It's pro wrestling because it'd be the dumbest angle, and it'd be like, I don't know. Yeah, it's so dumb. No, this is just. It doesn't surprise me. Actually, no. It's something that if you told me one did it, I'd be like, okay, yeah, that sounds like something one would do. It's so out of pocket for even one. I'm like, when I first heard about it, I was like, if they're gonna sue him, wait until after his fight or serve him with papers or what. I don't know. Suing him 2 weeks before it's a weird. If it's a market, if it comes, I don't know. Any thoughts, Sam?
He's not under contract.
Yeah.
Right. So like this whole putting him into this fight with Takeru is such a bold move. I feel because there's so much that can go wrong. But
yeah.
It was all smooth sailing until they just decide to fucking sue him like 2 or 3 weeks out from the fight. Like if I was Rodtang, I'd be incentivized just not to take the fight. Like, why would you show up?
Well, you know, he can do the craziest thing. As soon as that fight starts, just tap the mat. We might get Antonio Inoki running, Chatri Sichudong running in there with a chair out of furious for. Oh man, I don't think he'll do that. I don't think he's going to do that. Though it'd be funny though because it's the whole. I feel like Takuru's entire career has been being fucked over by elements that have nothing to do with him. Kind of like with the Remember when the match happened? He was so happy that the match was going to be on like Fuji Television. He said his goal was always to get kickboxing back on terrestrial television.
Yeah.
Then the scandal happens. Then that happens, and then loses a fight to Tenshin, takes a long hiatus, fights in one, loses his debut in one. Did he get injured? Did he also get injured or something? Did he get like a nasty injury or something like in between?
He broke his ribs.
Oh, okay, yes, that was it. Yes, yeah. That one I might
lose his one debut.
Did he? I thought he didn't. He lose? Didn't he? Wasn't? I thought he did.
Who did he debut against? It's like totally slipped my memory now. I know he almost he almost lost it at a Burmese guy, Tantasin.
Yes, but, that may be who I'm thinking of because I remember he got knocked down in that fight. I was like, wow. Someone's in the chat's gonna probably get it way before me.
Superlac was
he lost against Super because wasn't that supposed to be Rodtang at first and then it didn't then
exactly
yes. And then he got knocked down by a Burmese guy, lost to Rodtang in the in that match. Okay, yeah. So yeah.
Dennis Purge as well. That was one of his only ups and one.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Saber King says he was hurt going to the first Rodtang fight. that was the one he made come with broken ribs, I think, right? Yeah, it was T-San, one championship did fire Rich Franklin, Matt Hume, and someone else, I believe. Also, he says that one YouTuber said if one releases Rodtang can not go almost any other organization because one is partnered with main J-Kick promotions. Glory is heavy, is heavier class, so and so on. He might, if he, what
I could see a
RIZIN.
RIZIN. I could see a RIZIN.
But like long term, like who are they like? That's I know Aniki's in his latest video that he put out. He said that like I don't see RIZIN really going into kickboxing that much. I feel like they don't do that because that's kind of Rise's thing and K1's thing. They kind of watch from like afar, and then I feel like that's what they kind of do, especially because they have a partnership with Rise, and then yeah, I don't know.
I think it would have to be a special one match kind of deal.
Oh yeah,
rather than some like long term thing. Like,
hey, listen, Mayweather is in debt. Maybe we could get special exhibition. If Barber is listening right now, he's going to be like, "Oh, that's such a great idea."
Mona Kimura as well. That's the fight.
Oh yeah, that
intergender kickboxing.
Oh yes.
Like, there's money to be made. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, there is. Would K1? If K1 got him, he would probably be legitimately their second biggest star. Excuse me.
K1 couldn't pay like 10% of his contract.
Well, listen, that's why. So here's the thing: when Asahisa buys out his contract,
because they'll reinvest that money.
They'll reinvest into getting Rodtang, and then when Rodtang gets his one fight and there's a fight for them for another 2 years, he'll then have to buy out his contract, and then they'll spend it on Mona Kimura probably.
Lovely.
Yes.
Never-ending cycle.
It's just a never-ending cycle.
Yeah.
Listen, I know there's probably some K1 fans in the chat. K1 is the most disappointing promotion to get invested in, because when you just think they're doing good shit, they're like the TNA. I think they're the TNA of just combat sports. They just somehow seem to fuck it up every time. Honestly.
Like 2010s, like Eric Bischoff TNA.
Real, yeah. Oh, T-San saying K1 cannot pay high to Rodtang. Okay.
Yeah.
He says only RIZIN, but RWS could be an option. Maybe,
RWS.
Yeah. That Rise World Stadium, or the Rise World Stadium, the Thai Lumpini. Is it Lumpini that they do them in, or Roger? No, that's Roger. Oh, that's
Roger Dharma.
Yes, that's the other one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, probably RIZIN or Rise. Those are the only two.
I don't even know who RWS have, like Daniel Rodriguez.
They always bring in those the Japanese guys randomly to be fed to Thai guys.
Yeah, Meerkat is also there.
Oh yes. That reminds me as well. The detention fight was also last weekend.
Tension versus Estrada.
Yeah,
I caught that as well, actually. Yeah.
Maybe Tension versus Rodtang in boxing. No.
Who'd under what promotional letter?
I have no idea. I under none. That's something. Listen, that's a J Wolf special I'll let J Wolf somehow figure that one out, because he always can figure out some way to make those things sound implausible.
Backstage brawl.
Yeah. Street beefs. I don't know. Maybe breaking down. Is it? Super Amic is RWS does to Japanese what RIZIN does to the Koreans. Listen, it's only fair, man. Listen, you can, and also they do what Rise does as well. We got listen. Can't always bring
Rise is the worst for us.
Yeah, K1 is getting up there, since that's the only promotion they gotta find people from Mona Kimura. Who are they gonna get? Oh
God,
they're gonna get random Korean woman.
Melty Kira.
Yeah. T-San says Sakaki Bar said Rise biggest event in spring, which I think is the one that just happened, and says that there is very few audiences there. Oh, it looked semi-filled. then again, Sumo Hall is a very
Sumo Hall.
Sumo Hall is a very weird venue to have it at.
That's where the Tension fight was as well.
Yeah.
So Tension headlined that Sumo Hall a week after his brother did.
Yes.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's all the stuff that we had that happened that past week. Can't wait for this to happen again. It's going to happen randomly, like one day. Everything's going to be on. Oh, actually, I'll ask you, what do you think of Jiri and Alberg?
Oh, fucking depressing, man. Like, like watching it at 5 or 6 a.m. was like the only reason I didn't like actually go into mental breakdown, you know, start fucking launching myself from the front window. But like, it is what it is. Like, really, really unintelligent performance from Yuri. But what can you do?
I screamed when Jiri got knocked down. Did you see that there are people who lost money who said that it should be changed to a disqualification because he like briefly like
he grabbed the cage?
Yeah, and I saw people that were who clearly lost tons of money that are like it should be DQ'd or no contest.
It's like a total Yuri fight. Like,
yes,
you can't put money on Yuri at this point. Too much.
Do you think Jiri's cooked? You think he's cooked, or is it just his style is just? Is he kind of like Chuck Liddell at this point, or
I don't think it's a chin thing. I think it's like as cliche as it is to say, like he just doesn't defend himself. So like when a big, massive swinging hook comes in from Alberg, and his hands are not there to block it, like he's going to eat it directly on the chin, and he's going to get knocked down. Like at the top level of the division, like those guys are pretty unrelentless. How do I say it? They have like a level of like unrelentlessness to them, where at the point where they can just like blitz Yuri. It's not a case where like the Jamal Hills, the Khalil Roundtrees, where they'll fade and Yuri can mount a comeback and rally in the third. Like it's hard for him at the top of that division. Like Ankalaev could probably knock him out now.
It's so fun. It's just funny because I always thought that Jiri was the type of guy when he gets like knocked down or like he gets rocked. That's when he becomes stronger. That's when like the animal gets like
the wounded animal, the wounded lion.
I thought he was gonna get up from that. I thought he was gonna like do some weird like somersault or something to get out of that position. But like, oh no, it was all over. It was all
ground and pound was brutal. Like once Alberg jumped on him, like he put him out cold.
And now the title's on ice. It's back to being vacant again.
It's just a 205 thing, isn't it? It's a 205 thing. Like that division is eternally cursed.
Yes. It reminds me when I think it was like early 2005, 6 or 7, the SmackDown title, WWF SmackDown title had the same problem where people who get the title would just get injured like a month later.
Yeah.
Because it happened to like Batista. I think was that the time when Triple H also like tore his quad or something? I think he was maybe champion. What's my name says that Jiri learned head movement from one fight and then forgot it. You think he would be a lot more smarter after Potan did that to him twice? Just like I know that Alberg is not the same as Peja, but like
like I don't think any amount of soul searching can correct Yuri's form at this stage of his career. Like he is pretty old now. So if he isn't going to like drill heavy technique with a dedicated coaching team for the next like few years, I think he is unfortunately.
Sounds like he needs to fly down.
Billy Bigelow.
Sorry.
Billy Bigelow camp.
Oh, I was gonna say he should fly down to Fighter's Flow.
Oh, that's bold. That is a bold claim, or a suggestion rather.
By the way,
Donkey guard.
Yes, donkey guard. See, you can't get knocked out if your head's not in there, can be punched.
And he's touching the canvas as well. Can't get kicked.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. By the way, please like if you haven't and comment. It helps the algorithm, and subscribe if you have not. But we're here to talk. I know it happened a week ago. I couldn't do the thing earlier, but because I had some things. Oh, actually, speaking of MMA, it was so much MMA. I actually had to corner someone in an MMA fight as well on Saturday, the day of the RIZIN show. So, yeah. So it was quite a big week. But yes, anyway, we're here to talk about RIZIN 13. Oh, sorry. RIZIN Landmark 13 and FUKUOKA. The fucking verdict thing really that rotted my brain, man. Calling it RIZIN 13.
RIZIN 13, man.
Overall, what do you think about it?
I didn't think it was a bad card, but I didn't think it was particularly special either. I'd like placed it as like a 6 out of 10. I feel like it had like high highs, low lows.
Are you saying low lows because of people who you wanted to win did not win, or do you mean the outcome, or do you mean just general how the fights went?
I think a mix of both, because like while like for example like I didn't want Fukuda or Hagiwara to get finished. Like those were pretty exciting finishes, but then the low lows also existed when like Sabatello laid on Goto for 15, when Horie and Pitbull looked at each other at range for 15. The start of the card was pretty good, honestly. After the opening bouts, I think we had we kicked on good from there.
Yeah. I guess we'll just we'll just start right off the bat, get into prelim landfill. Ryusi Imamura defeated Yuki, kind of just how we thought it would go, right? One guy was just completely out of his league.
One guy, different striking level.
Yeah, not even just like, I wouldn't even say the level was just like that, up here versus like down here. Yeah. I'll say this for this fight. The guy who I thought would win, I think we all picked Arai to win, but Oki, by the way, as well, did not look like anything like a Sapology picture. By the way, I totally what this is what the guy looks like, and then he comes out, and he's bald and goatee.
He looked old. Looked really old compared to this one.
He looked old. Extremely
old. Photo from 2004.
Yeah. But yeah, Mr. Oki just beat Arai. I think that was kind of like maybe the most. Actually, no. This one, Tomoaki Aramatsu knocking out Kodai Yamazaki. I was just like, oh man, that was like, oh man. That should have set into motion what was going to happen for the rest of the night with the people who he thought would win. And then obviously,
a few upsets.
There was quite a few upsets, yeah. How do you feel about Aramatsu knocking out Kodai? You would think on paper, okay, this is Yamasaki's a win, but Aramatsu just wailed on him.
Yeah, he beat him down. Like he's opening fights are like really, really landmarking it up, you know, like real landmark shit here.
I'm gonna steal that verb, landmarking it up. Yes, these are definitely landmarks. Landmark.
Really, like you could tell these were in a fucking cage.
Yes. Super Anime Case says, I wish I was there. Oh yeah, you weren't able to go. So you had I remember you mentioned that. Listen, there's always next time, man. Hey, listen, you go this year. There's a RIZIN show every month. So, Andre Reynolds says that he was there. So, Andre, what was the experience like? He said that UFC's plan was for Jiri to win the belt, Tyra to win the belt, and the Kyoji to beat Cape, so he could challenge Tyra to the belt. They all could be on UFC Japan. Jiri losing it ruined it partially. Isn't Kyoji also injured, or was my brain?
He was recovering from an injury.
Okay.
When he took the fight versus Cap.
Yeah. T-San bring up the AI, the opening historical battle. Mongolia Empire versus Japan 2 times, 1274, 1281. This stands for Japan versus the world. Yes, the AI
VDR.
Yes, expect that. Do you see that one guy who was like, "Oh, if you guys are complaining about UFC, you should
watch RIZIN because they don't use AI." It's like they use AI as soon as the fucking the stream starts.
Yeah.
Like I thought the promo was really good. I liked the song. It was like it felt important. It was still good promo, but the use of generative AI and like fight promos is just so lazy.
I will make this excuse. I will not make it. I will say that also UFC being number one they're the market leader, and the fact that they're inputting AI is a lot. I do not. I shouldn't expect number 2 to follow exactly what number 1 is doing. Now, I hope. Here's the other thing. I hope that they're not doing it because UFC is doing it. We have seen, that they're doing things sometimes because UFC does them, and that's why I hope it's not why.
Yeah, well, they've been using AI for a bit.
Yeah, that's true.
Like those like fighter videos on the entrance boards.
Yes.
Those like a couple of those have just been like ChatGPT shit. But,
Dean, who was with us last week, is now here. I appreciate it, Dean. Thank you so much, man, for coming in.
Gentlemen.
Okay, I'm sorry. Can you fix your microphone? I couldn't hear you.
Check.
Okay, that's better. So, Dean, thank you so much. Appreciate you joining just as we're officially starting to get into this. Kyoji broke his hand from the Albazi fight. Yes. And the last prelim landfill, Okamoto defeating Yahiro. So look forward to him fighting again in another 10 years. Whatever.
RIZIN Landmark 37.
Yes,
sure.
RIZIN Landmark 37. Yeah. Hey Dean, we were just about to finish up with the prelim landfill. Anything that you want to say about them?
Those first 4?
Yes.
No.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I would say if I have to pick one of them, Contender Series style, I guess I'm taking Imamura.
Okay.
If I have to care about one of these guys.
Yeah. I guess also since it's kind of like these 2 fights were kind of non-significance, I'll say if you just want to talk about what the fuck did I put on Inoue versus Miyagawa, since that was just kind of like the opener and kind of like nothing happened. Sam, what did you say about the smoker guy grappling the kickboxer in his debut?
It's a really interesting one. Like Miyagawa, smoker Jim, you'd expect him to come out and bang. Because on his RIZIN debut, he scored a knockout.
Yes.
But no, he just like it wasn't even like a high level grappling performance where it's like he dominated him and he held him down. He just kept on shooting doubles in a way, but stand up. You'd get him back down to the ground and you just control him. And over 15, he proved pretty dominant.
Yeah. Andre Reynolds is saying that he loved it. It was his first RIZIN event in person, 12 rows away from the cage. You mean the RIZIN Octagon? Okay, we use correct verbiage here. Near the walkway. Okay. 12 rows away from the cage. Okay, gotcha. How was it like? Was it how was the venue itself? I'm curious to know what was it like inside the venue? I've never been to Fukuoka. What was the atmosphere generally like in the thing? Oh, what was it? Izzy Slot says Imamura and Meheula were celebrating afterwards together in the city. Well, I don't know why Meheula should be celebrating. Kind of. We'll talk about that later. Dean, anything you want to say about Miyagawa or Inoue?
Yeah, he wasn't a super high level grappler, as Sam said, but he showed that's where he had the advantage. He had the more well-rounded game for sure.
Yeah.
And just what you did what you have to do.
Yeah. Question: do you think? Would you like to see Inoue try again MMA, or is it? I don't know. Maybe is this a go to learn deep buddy situation, or go back to kickboxing, Sam?
I couldn't care less, to be honest. It didn't show anything at all. So do what you want, man. If you're gonna show up in RIZIN, just learn how to defend the double leg. Okay.
Thoughts, Dean?
Yeah, for sure. They're always gonna need guys who are gonna stand and bang, even in MMA. So why not? Why not feed some of these guys to each other?
Hey, maybe a future Raw Tang opponent. Who knows?
Exactly.
Actually, no, I think Raw Tang's probably bigger than this guy. I don't know. Raw Tang's always weird because there's times where he looks big and then he looks like a tiny Thai guy. I have no conception of how when he misses weight he looks big. When he doesn't miss weight he looks like it's a normal Thai guy.
He's a short man. He packs on some fat.
That's not, yeah. And I guess we'll just talk about the lone kickboxing thing on the main card. Asahisa destroying Senpayak Hamajim. So, any thoughts, Dean?
On the Tayo fight?
Oh yeah. Tayo doing side quests.
Yeah. Yeah, it is what it is. Like, you knew he was going to win, but it's still pretty cool to get to see the technique. I love seeing him go to the body. So it was worth, you knew what you were going to get. You're going to get an execution.
Any thoughts, Sam?
Yeah, I mean, Ty Jobber came in to do the job. Great worker, that guy. He fell to the first body shot he took. Good for Tayo. I mean, if he wants to stay, if he wants to go to RIZIN to stay active, like he's doing that. Maybe he gets another fight this year.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's got to save up all the RIZIN money so that he can buy out his contract. So,
yeah,
that's what's gonna happen. T-San says, prelim, Yahiro versus Okamoto, people evaluating very highly in fast speed and move a lot, and a lot of people say it could easily go in the main cards. Yeah, that was probably maybe my favorite of the 4 fights. I guess it was just interesting to see a guy who's only fought like twice in like a 10-year span kind of just like come out and just dominate. So I guess that's kind of impressive. I don't know. But also the 2 young guys should have been on the main card. That's my personal belief. I don't know. Thoughts, Sam? Was Yahiro versus Okamoto like a main card fight for you?
Yeah, main card on a landmark maybe, but like I didn't take too much away from that fight, to be honest. I'd like if they showed up again, but I don't think a main card is necessary. Don't think they should be rewarded like that yet.
Super Anime King has a question. Hey guys, not counting Ren and debating if we should even count him anyway. Who's the second biggest draw in RIZIN? So if Mikuru is number 1, who would be number 2? Shori Torres? Sam? No.
Toby Misek.
Okay, maybe him. Second biggest draw. Interesting. That's an interesting question. I'm racking my brain. I'm trying to think. Would it be so far to say maybe Yama? What's funny if it's this game's kicker. Would it be fair to say maybe either Hagiwara or maybe Yama?
Yeah, like honestly, it could be Hagiwara. Like Hagiwara fucking moves so much tickets.
He might
for
be,
a fighter of his stature. Yaman does as well. Yaman gets a lot of social interaction as well. But I think there's more probability of like Hagiwara headlining an event and them selling out rather than Yaman headlining an event and them selling out. Because Hagiwara has that Osaka audience.
Yeah. Who do you think, Dean? Who do you think is his number 2 draw?
Tension doesn't count anymore.
No, let's go with current contracted. He would definitely be number 2 though. That would definitely be like the answer. I'm seeing Cedar Caribbean, I'm seeing Hino Tori. I'm just seeing the most random fucking name. I agree, Chris. Maybe Akimoto in the future. We'll have to see how he does on the next show if he main events.
Yeah.
How
does Yuta Kubo rank up there?
I don't think Kubo, because he's only main evented 1 show. It was this show, and I've seen
it was a sellout regardless.
It was a sellout regardless. Yeah.
It.
I think it's very hard. I think it's disingenuous to like put him on there. Oh, so this is what T-san says. A lot of Japanese love Chihiro Suzuki because of his fight style and talk very straight. So Chihiro's second. I guess that would make sense because he has main evented a number of shows.
Main evented 49, 46. The landmark in
Azerbaijan. But that was more Karamov.
That was Karamov, definitely.
Yeah. Floyd Mayweather player. I think that's a fair one. If not Hagiwara, at least I think that's how did anybody watch the knockout show? Like
the recent one last night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did that crowd look?
Like not very big at all. Like but it's just knockout don't typically do very large shows.
Yeah.
It was pretty closed.
Mm-hmm. That's 28 bits. I know you're joking about Kato, but I think at one point you could have maybe say Kana Asakura, the sister of Mikuru and Kai, was one of the second biggest draws because she main evented. She main evented 11, which I was at. For women now, though, I don't know who. I don't think there's any women that are draws. Well, now, I guess by default, maybe.
Oshimama.
Oshima, I don't know. Remember there was one time where Oshima had like all this kind of she has like one of the highest viewed fights on Rizin's YouTube channel, and then like remember she just took like a break, then she lost a bunch of fights. I think that her kind of like nosedived. Like her fight with Izawa, like I felt like got no attention, or not, she doesn't no attention, but it didn't get as much attention if it happened like 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah, I think women's MMA was in a better place. Back then. I don't think any women's fighter can be a draw. Like as far as like moving tickets goes, like maybe social media stuff.
Well, let's see how Katie Perez. Oh, sorry, Dean.
Gabby Garcia.
Gabby was fuck that. Yeah, Gabby Garcia. She's my number one draw. Andre Brown says many people in the audience are wearing Hagiwara's the smoker t-shirts. He has a huge fan base here in Japan. So maybe, yeah, he's number 2. Maybe he's maybe like at least definable. Like we can like quantify that he is number 2. T-San says Kana Asakura a lot of Japanese like because the behavior is humble and not arrogant and not look down on her. Do you remember that one? Remember it was that Rise in New Year's Eve show where she fought Ayaka and the audience was booing her? That was when she was dating Tenshin. Do either of you remember that?
Yeah, and Tenshin cheated on her with a ringer, right?
Yeah, so I think that's. Well, no, it's no, she cheated on a ring girl when he was with Kana, I think, right?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you flipped it. City Life, Isha, how you doing, man? Isha. Did you watch the entire Deep Future Kick with 83 fights yesterday? I didn't check I know you didn't do a live stream of it, but I'm curious to know if you happened to at all. Did any of you, Sam, did you watch the Deep Future Kick tournament at all?
Not an entire day. I watched a couple of fights when I was awake.
Dean, do you watch Deep at all?
No, enlighten me.
Okay. So they have the Future King tournament. It's a one-day tournament where lightweight, flyweight, bantamweight, and featherweight all have basically like a one-day whatever tournament, single elimination. 83 fights were on this show. 83 fights. They're one round, 5 minutes.
I love it.
Must decision. One of the coolest finishes. One guy got his leg broken. It was really disgusting. Yeah. Citywide talking. Well, sorry.
Was it not his arm?
No. He fell on his arm, but I don't think if he broke his arm, whatever pain that he broke his leg with was like a lot worse. I like this 83 fights in 6 hours. That's not counting.
UFC to do 83 fights. like in 40 hours.
It would take me. It would be 4. Yeah, it might actually be 4 days. Quite honestly. Sorry. He went back. I forgot the post that Isha said. So, praying Saladin signs of RIZIN, not the PFL. I don't know if he's gonna come to RIZIN. He might go to PFL or maybe Octagon. That's what I'm thinking.
They have a working relationship now.
Who doesn't?
RIZIN and PFL.
Oh yeah, I mean that's true. Okay, that's true. Yeah. I don't. Maybe ACA briefly. Maybe he just decides. Yeah, you know what? Fuck, I'm just gonna take the 12-12 for UFC or something, as well. He'll make his money with the MVP fight, and then maybe he's like, okay, now I can go to UFC because I won't have to worry about money anymore. I don't know. Any thoughts, Sam? Where you think Saladin will go?
I think he'll go to the PFL. I think he'll go to the PFL after MVP if they're offering even like half of what he was getting at KSW, because what he was getting in KSW was ridiculous. Like, he can't expect that anymore, I don't think, from other promotions, because they're just not willing to pay that.
So Isha says Pancreas Blood had like 36 2-round fights, and because here's the thing, when you get knocked out in those Neo Blood or like whatever, they drag your body when it's still warm. Yeah, they get you out. You are in and out of those. Yeah. Oh, so Super Anime King has a. Speaking of PFL, do you think Naoki's winning his lone fight in Brussels against, and he's taking on Warley Alves, I believe. What do you think, Dean? Who are you pegging to win that fight?
I think so. Yeah.
Sam, what do you think?
He'll win. That Alves guy is not.
Sorry, Warley Alves? No, Marcieli Alves.
Who's Warley Alves? Is the guy who fought Khabib in Islam.
Yeah, I'm getting my Brazilians mixed up. Which you just say it could have been Santos, and I would have. There's like 1,000 Thiago Santoses, for like example. So my brain's like, yeah. I don't know. I think he should win. I mean, if this guy, let's see, decision split. He seems like a striker guy, so I would expect that Naoki will either try to grapple him. I'm sorry.
Shoot the box.
Yeah, I think I just think that he may try to box with him, but I think that Inoue will try to probably most likely rather grapple with him. Because I'm looking at this guy, he just seems to be all strikey guy. What is this? What is it? Okay. Okay. Chris Cushman says Saladin leading KSW is huge. Sakakibara should do everything he can to get Shaydullaev to fight him. I don't know. Let's see. They are brothers. They are brothers.
Oh.
Brother. So that fight may not happen. That may not happen.
He could always like PFL and then do his first fight in PFL in like a PFL versus RIZIN.
Yeah.
So he could represent them, but his first fight could be in Japan. That'd be pretty sick.
Oh, Tison. So about the press conference from where they announced that Hiramoto was calling Mikuru Baldy or something. Do you know?
Yeah.
I think that's what. Do you know what he was actually saying, or what the insult was? I know that Mikuru is losing his hair. He might have a bald spot, so that's what I was thinking he might be talking about. But unless there's some other thing that Ren was referring to, what was Ren talking about during the press conference? So yeah, with that being said, let's go through this card, and we can do some Q&A after if we got time. So, I think we all expected this fight to go the way that it did, right? Anybody expected anything different? Sam?
No, definitely not. Like really, like before the fight when we were doing the preview, I was kind of I didn't rag on this fight enough, because like when I actually watched it, I felt like it was seriously underwhelming and just, like we expected this. It gave us what we expected. Nothing more really to say.
I'm just going to do this for you, Isha. Yes, Phil DeFreeze PDF is the greatest heavyweight of all time. No one will argue with you against that. Oh, okay. Oh, no. I wish I could just ban that word from existence, that name from existence. Ren said Hage, which means bald, because his hair spots are getting thinner. That's what I thought. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Yes, Mikuru is getting bald. That makes sense. Okay. So yeah, Dean, any thoughts on this? On another body for Shaydullaev?
It was the snuff film we knew it was going to be, but it didn't have like one cool moment, like a good like faceplant knockout or anything. It was kind of, I don't know. It was, I guess the stoppage was appropriate, but it was just like, when do you stop it? All this is just like compounding damage, So I would say the exact highlight of it was kind of underwhelming, maybe. and it wasn't really a surprise what happened, but it was still a smashing. Yuta Kubo's face was still all jacked up. Shaydullaev called out anyone, even from like PFL. So I think that could be interesting if they brought over,
Yeah, did he say? Now people said Barra said Timur Kiziev. I thought it was Shaydullaev who said it, unless I am entirely wrong. Unless I'm misremembering. Or did they both say it?
I don't think Barr explicitly said any names.
That's what I thought. Okay, that's what I thought. I think that's why I'm now trying to make an effort to listen to all the post-fight press conferences, try to help my Japanese. And I was pretty sure I didn't hear Kiziev's name. Then again, that's it's a very hard name to pronounce in Japanese, so they may have said it. I just totally missed it. I have no. I'm just trying to. How would you even pronounce that? Timura. Oh my god, I don't even know how you can even translate the last name. Timura is a lot easier, but yeah, Kizi. Oh yeah. I think I predicted this fight was going to end in like less than 2 minutes? Obviously, who had the? Do you remember what your prediction was, Dean? How long you thought the fight would last?
No, I think I said first or second.
Okay. Did you remember, Sam, what your prediction was for how long?
I think it was sub 3 minutes.
Okay, so I guess you're the closest. Oh, T-San says Mikuru is now selling medicine for hair growing back. The product is called Vovo. It means in Japanese a lot hair.
Stop.
Okay. That's a cool thing. That's a cool shit we just don't get here. You don't have like Alex Pahea like being the face of like Rogaine or whatever. I don't know. Well, or whatever, or Head and Shoulders or whatever. That's hilarious. Did you? I'll say this during the fight. I think I kind of saw what Kubo was trying to do. 120 bits says, yeah, Kubo had his special weapon ready for round 2. Shaydullaev can count himself lucky. I did see what Kubo was trying to do. He was trying to like do leg kicks. I think he was trying to slow down Shaydullaev, and he was going to try to keep it obviously striking. But and I noticed that Shaydullaev didn't really shoot for a takedown as early as I thought he was going to. It seemed like he wanted to just keep us on feet for a bit. Did that look like a thing that was happening during this fight for you, Sam?
Yeah, honestly, I think Shaydullaev was trying to make a statement early on. He was trying to knock Kubo out. Then when he realized, okay, this guy's kind of keeping his range. He's circling around. He's jabbing me. He's kicking my legs. It's like, fuck this. Take it to the ground and pound. So Kubo is a really high-level striker. So it's not exactly a bad look for Shaydullaev to be getting outstruck. But no, I think he was getting outstruck until, obviously, the takedown came into play.
Dean, I think you may have said, did you, or no, maybe somebody else. I don't know, but I know I stole this from somebody else who was kind of saying that. But what do you think about that? That seemed like the plan Kubo was doing, that Shaydullaev wanted to make a statement on his striking.
Yuta Kubo might like low key be a pretty good fighter. He seemed to have in the last couple fights, even though he didn't get the win against Shaydullaev or against Dalbeck. He did kind of the best like game plan wise he can do with that skill set, and he is an effective striker. But just the vast difference in his level of opponents, the one he's beaten, the one he's lost to. It's hard to really gauge him, but hopefully he sticks around. We get to see him play a little bit more of the roster, because I think he can be in exciting fights.
Okay, so here's a more interesting question. Shaydullaev next. Let's be realistic as well. So I'm not going to say Saladin at this point. I'm not going to say Timura Kiziev at this point. Plus, also, did Timura get shot? So
he got shot 5 times.
Yeah, okay. We haven't seen him since, so I'm assuming he's not by non-lethal bullets. I don't know if that does that mean like a BB gun. So I'm not considering him at this point. But so I don't know if they're gonna do Akimoto next. I think it's way too early to do that fight.
That's a New Year's Eve thing if it happens.
Yeah. So assuming that he fights at Super RIZIN 5. We'll talk about his fight later. I think that Majima would probably be the only person that you can realistically slot in there for like a fight. Bless you. What do you think about that, Sam? I don't know
for
anything
Shaydulaev.
Yeah, for Shaydullaev for Super RIZIN 5.
I mean, I think Shaydulaev is probably going to headline the Toyota Arena event 54. I think that would align with what Barra was saying as far as time frames and schedules go. But I don't think you can do a Japanese guy versus him now at this point. Like, it's the Kubo fight was already pushing it. Like, I think if you put Majima in there, it's like realistically it's just going to end up the same way. Like, I think it has to be a foreign fighter now. It has to be a crossover.
Yeah.
And if you're going to look at these foreign fighters, maybe Mavlid, that Kabalaev guy from PFL, or the Kazakh Salamat Isbalaev or something. Either of those fights. If maybe like it's like another Muslim thing where they won't fight, but at this point, who?
Or if they trained at some point. Or if they trained at some point, you know, because it seems like all those guys have just like ran into each other at some point.
Across the street.
Yeah, they're across the street.
street.
They had brunch together. They had brunch together or something crazy. I was only going to suggest a Japanese because it just seems to be the theme of this year is Japanese versus foreigner for all the big matches. That's why I was suggesting it.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be great, but because also the issue is, well, foreigner who's not signed to RIZIN, who's just with PFL. Yeah, if they win the title now, if you know, I don't know if RIZIN wants to have one of their belts put on ice because he's got other commitments to PFL or something. Oh, any thoughts on that, Sam? Sorry.
Oh, sorry. It's a messy situation because I don't actually know how close PFL and RIZIN are going to be working. You know, people reference the Naoki going over to them, as like collaborative.
Here's what I could say. I apologize for interrupting, but this is what I was told. I'm just told that this is like, oh, one guy, you know, hey, can we borrow a fighter for this one? Yeah, can you send us this guy? It's what they were doing before. They were doing this before. Like, remember when Yachi fought Barnawi and Ota took that last minute fight in
Dublin.
Yeah, and so this is not the Bellator thing where we're seeing, you know, an actual show at this point. So there's nothing. I've been told nothing. Most of this PFL stuff is based on their stuff with Unext.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I heard. Like, it's a media thing, you know.
Yes. And yeah, so I'm not banking on the big fights to be done at this point. So I don't see like a Mavlid coming to RIZIN for the fight for the title. I don't see Shayd going to PFL to fight for the PFL featherweight title. There's no indication that this is happening right now. And it could happen. Listen, it could happen down the line, but nothing right now at this point. Dean, who would you do for Shayd next?
Has anybody said AJ McKee yet? Is that a realistic?
Anime King said
Is that a realistic? I don't think that's too unrealistic. Like, if there's one guy they're going to loan out, it's someone because he's fought in Japan before, yeah.
Yeah, but is he lightweight now? I thought
he's a lightweight now.
Didn't he just have a featherweight fight?
If it's possible. Oh, he fought Borix. Yeah, he fought Borix. Yes. He fought Adam Borix. I remember that now. Yeah. So
that would be a legit test too. That would be a good fight.
Mm-hmm.
Then they could, they have time to build up Akamoto or I don't fucking know.
Hamza says, "Will RIZIN sign Matt Hume for scouting talent?" I don't think they're going to sign Matt Hume.
Oh, that'd be dope.
Shingo Moggs.
Listen, Shingo and Sasahara and Sayaki are doing good, and Hafi to a degree are doing all good by themselves.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hamza says they're doing a PFL because the lack of guys in a small weight class for their shows. I mean, yeah, that is true. And 128-bit says John Martin said they'd be open doing a collab event. Yeah. maybe the end of this year, as Izzy Slots says.
That would be pretty good.
So, I mean, I only said Majima because he won this one. He beat Gallagher, and then he went on, and then it's Japan versus the world. I see what you're saying, Sam. I see what both of you are saying, but I just don't see RIZIN kind of not doing the whole Japan versus world thing for at least for the titles.
Yeah, I just think that, like, I'm going off what Sakakibara was saying after Landmark 13. Like, he was kind of like adamant that, like, okay, the Japanese talent right now is just not at the level to fight Shayd. If we get Shayd, it has to be like a fighter loan. Like, we need to go and work with another promotion to bring someone in for Shayd. So that's the only option I see now.
This is also Shingo does everything: matchmaking, fight organization, translation, media content. It's crazy. Yeah, he's a one-man army. And Hamza says, if MVP event is a hit, RIZIN should collaborate with them. Well, here's the thing: MVP doesn't need RIZIN. RIZIN needs MVP. So that's all depending on what MVP. 120 says Ronda Rousey versus Reina. No. You mean Ronda Rousey versus Mona Kimura?
Oh no! God forbid.
Oh man. Kubo next. What do you think about Kubo? Sam, who would you give him next? Would you give him a layup, or does he get a high profile fight?
You could give him, like, honestly, you could do Hiromoto Kubo.
I would say that. I was gonna say Hagiwara once he gets his face fixed, because I don't think you would have to really worry about any grappling in that fight. He's not. Well, we learned from apparently Hagiwara doesn't know how to swim out of a Muay Thai clinch, and I don't think he has to. Worry about that with Kubo.
No, but I think Kubo just beat him. Still, I think Kubo is at a different level of striking. I think Hagiwara is more pop, but like, I don't know, man.
Izzy Salah says Hagiwara versus Ali Walsh. I don't think no.
Stop it.
No, please. That would be torture. What do you think, Dean? Who would you slot Kubo against next?
Yeah, I think he's right up there. I think you can slot him in with some of the other RIZIN stars, and just any one of them, and you can get a pretty good fight. Just not one of the grappling based ones.
Oh, okay. I was about to say one. I just hear your Sam Kubo versus Gallagher.
Oh my god, that's a dream match.
I don't know if you're being serious, but like that, wouldn't that make your ears kind of perk up? Like, huh? Kubo versus Gallagher? That'd be a interesting match.
Fuck, man, like, I was joking, but that could be something. That could actually be Japan versus World. Put it on 54.
Yeah.
But like Suzuki would be a good one. Really, anybody they sign, a foreign fighter too, could be really fun. You just want to see him against more kind of talent where he has a chance to win.
Abijah.
Abijah. Well, I mean, if he can make weight next time, sure, that'd be great. The thing is that, like, see, I think after watching Gallagher's fight, I was kind of like, okay, maybe his grappling isn't there, but would it be enough to kind of be a threat to Kubo? But obviously, Kubo would be the better striker of the two. Also, Kubo will be much bigger than him, I feel like, as well.
Taller.
I didn't realize. Yeah, taller as well.
Kubo's pretty big for a Japanese. For a Japanese featherweight, he's pretty big.
Yeah. I think the only person that rivals him in size at featherweight is probably Anpo. Anpo is a big featherweight. Hamza says, I must say, RIZIN have improved their SNS team. I'm starting to see this stuff pop up on my feed. Yep, they've improved a lot. Chris Cushman says, Ryan Cafaro versus Kubo. What do you think? Well, if you could get, you know what they should do? Actually, you know what they should do? When Matsushima pulls out of the fight, they should get Kubo to it should be Kubo versus Kafaro. That's what I think. And Izzy Slot says Abijah is going to be an amazing add to RIZIN roster. Okay, so yeah, title shots.
Is he going to be added to the RIZIN roster?
I don't know. So Izzy, unfortunately, he was only this was a 1-fight contract, so we might not see him again. Maybe not. I don't know. I honestly, and he missed weight as well, so it's kind of like a double whammy. It was a fight that he was supposed to lose, and he missed weight. Yeah,
he got a lot of backlash, man.
Yes,
a lot of fan hate.
Yeah. Oh, Hamza brings up Inoue versus Nakatani is in 2 weeks. Yes. Yeah, that's gonna be one of the biggest boxing fights. I'm even looking forward to that. Is anybody gonna be watching that?
Not live.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, not live. Yeah, not live. Oh, do you think Ratri will fail? In Japan, the movie didn't help Ratri. I think you're talking about Beast. Anybody see the movie Beast, the Russell Crowe MMA movie?
No, of course not.
I did not see that. I'll maybe see it. I'm talking with somebody about maybe doing a movie review of it. We'll see. Okay, you're gonna have to remind me what happened this fight because. Oh, sorry, Dean.
Sam, have you ever seen the South Park with Russell Crowe, where him and the tugboat, where they go around the world and like start shit and start bar fights with people? Do you have any idea what I'm talking about? Oh man,
it doesn't ring a bell.
Missed out.
Back when South Park was funny, back in the day. Okay, I don't know. You guys are gonna have to remind me what happened during this fight because all I remember is Sabatello just laying on Goto for 3 rounds, and I really don't remember anything. If you ask me, hey, what happened? Anything happened in round 1? I'll just think that Sabatello just laid on him. I don't know. Sam, any thoughts?
Sabatello returned him like 40 times. What a performance!
Okay, well, I'll go to you, Dean. What do you think about this?
I loved it. I loved every second of it. He was Matt returning him like he did what a champion has to do. And I thought there was a moment Damian Brown was saying like, oh, it's hard to fight a guy who's laying on you and not trying to finish. And like he's getting close to like a head and arm entry. He face cranked him, looked for the choke the whole time. I loved it, dude. He threatened him. He didn't do a lot of damage with the strikes and ground and pound, but he did try to throw some of the knees and kicks on the ground. Like he's embraced the rules to the best that his wrestler ability kick guys on the ground. I loved it, man. I love the pressure grappling, all the mat returns, all the slams. Give me Danny Sabatello defending on every card. Give me 5 rounds, in fact.
I'll let you say whatever, Sam. I feel like you're going to disagree. I feel like you're clenching your teeth.
Well, 5 rounds could actually fucking put people into a coma. Like, I don't think anybody in the arena wants to watch 25 minutes of Danny Sabatello. I think 15 minutes is far too much already. But like as far as performance goes, it's very, very dominant performance. Goto, little resistance.
So the 3Ds. Listen. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Sam. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
3Ds for the scoring. Listen, if D was not like 100 from all the judges, then that was like it was. He got the D in dominance, 100%. I will not take that away from him. But sorry, go ahead, Sam. Sorry.
Yeah, like I think in a fight like this, rather than praising Sabatello's performance, you kind of have to look towards Goto, because like while Sabatello was doing what he had to do, he was wrestling him, he was dominating him. Like Goto really offered nothing, like absolutely nothing. As soon as he'd be put on his back, he'd stay there for the round. Didn't try scramble, didn't try take risks. Even in the 3rd round, Sabatello would be in top side control. No attempts to sweep, no attempts to get up, no, just very accepting of being on the ground. And Sabatello just didn't want to finish it. I think there was opportunities for him to jump on a choke, opportunities for him to get off some ground and pound. No, just wanted to lay there. I think you have to kind of label him boring because he's no intent to finish.
So I saw a lot of similar talk with the Chimaev DDP fight when that happened. and this fight. For like that was like for UFC fans and our circle. I feel like it's very similar. Similar. What the complaints are. I'm not gonna say you cannot fault Danny for winning the way that he does. I don't think you can really do that for any fighter. I do think it's our right to say that he is boring. He's not exciting though. My issue with Danny, I want to hear your two thoughts, is when he says that I'm gonna put my skull, my elbow through his skull or my knee, and then I don't like when you promise me something. If you promise me a chocolate cake for my birthday, and then you gave me a rainbow cake instead, I'm not gonna be happy because I like chocolate cake, and I was told I was gonna get chocolate cake. I don't like the worst. Not delivering on what you promised me is the worst thing you can do as a fight fan, or almost any sort of combat sports. So, with that being said, I mean, what do you think about that, Sam? That he talks this way, and says he's going to do this, I'm going to do this, and then really doesn't.
Well, I fully agree. But this is not like some kind of new thing for Danny. Like this has been gimmick since the start of his career. I don't know why anyone expects him to fight differently when he's been fighting like this since his beginnings in MMA. Like I don't know why RIZIN signed them, to be honest. Like they knew full well what they were getting. I think in like Saki Kibara's case, you cannot really be like, you got to finish the next fight, Danny, because like you signed him, dude. Like you knew what this guy was when you brought him into the promotion. So it's quite like frustrating in that way.
So actually, that's the topic I want to talk about. Should promoters, and I saw this in the chat, we'll talk about. So actually, no, T-San had okay. Sakakibara said to Sabatello, if you do this kind of fight, not finish, total ground fight, go to a different promotion. That is what Sakakibara said. But Tony says he used all the striking in the Ulta fight for the next 3 years. Okay, maybe that. But what do you think about that? What he told Sabatello, Dean, that you have to finish your next fights. Now he didn't say that I'm gonna fire you, or you're gonna get your championship taken away. It didn't seem like that. It was just more of an encouragement of like, try to do something more than just lay there.
He's trying though. He's just not like the same level as a Shaydullaev in terms of like dominant. He doesn't. I don't know whether it's a confidence thing, or he knows if he lets up with the pressure, the opponent escapes and the opportunity to do damage is gone. But I think like he does try, and he's going to talk shit either way. He's like Sean Strickland, but Strickland won a bunch of decisions and people said he was boring, and then bam, he finishes one guy. Now he's exciting. He gets a title shot. So all it takes is one finish, I think, to change the perspective. And I think he was looking for some chokes, looking for some finishes in the first round. He just wasn't feeling it. And, he's against a good fighter, but maybe if they gave him a real specialized guy, like a real dangerous striker or something, they could force him to like take him down and get a finish, or risk getting knocked out.
What do you think about that, Sam? What's I'm so sorry, Sakakibara told Sabatello.
Yeah, I believe promoters should be like, fighters should be incentivized to finish the fight no matter what. Like there should be some sort of incentive. You don't want to reward fighters for winning boringly. In Saki Kibara's case, though, like as I said, he knew what Sabatello is, and I think like matching him up with Goto, who has little ground resistance, was always going to end up like that. Like what Sabatello is, what Sabatello is going to do. If you don't want him to have a boring fight, put him up against someone that'll beat him. That's what I think. You have to give him someone who's capable.
Dare I say, this is why I think I would have preferred the Fukuda fight more, because we saw what Goto did with in Torres' fight, and he got taken down by Torres, I think, like once or twice, I think, right?
Like big takedowns as well, like slammed.
Yeah, and I knew from that fight, I was like, okay, we all said that was going to be Danny's game plan. That's why I thought the Fukuda fight would at least be somewhat more interesting, because he really hasn't faced I guess the only guy was it Fukuda who fought Gutierrez, or was that Goto?
Go,
Well, that
go
was
to
Goto.
Footman,
Yeah, that was another example. Yeah. Would have saved also Fukuda's brain cells as well. I think.
Don't even talk about it.
Yeah. So I mean, it's kind of he booked the fights, and you have other fights that you should have looked at. That kind of like predicted this fight. You didn't need to be you didn't need a crystal ball to see how this fight was going to go. I will say though that encouraging fight. I think all the fighters, by the way, get a fight finish bonus in RIZIN. I don't know what it is, or if it's different for one fighter versus another, but I'm not opposed to promoters encouraging finishes. I don't want them to come out and do remember when Dave Feldman, like he do something, he came out like for one BKSG show and said that they like deducted 10% of like the fighter's purse because they weren't engaging or something. Does anybody remember that? As my brain. Does anybody remember?
Surprised me with Feldman. That BKFC ship is pretty fucking unsteady.
It's like a yellow kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom's just saying that refs have to be strict as in terms of stalling. Now, I can't say that Danny was stalling. That's the thing. The problem is he just kind of just is laying there and he's adjusting when he needs to adjust. So that's not really. I don't think that's stalling would just be holding position and nothing happening. But I think also what was it? Sam, you brought up also Goto. Goto has to get out of it, and he's not.
Yeah, I mean, like Sabatello can't advance position on somebody who's just sitting there, like lying down, having a nap. So, and when Goto did try to get up, he just got mat returned instantly.
Okay, here's something I want to. Okay, Cesar saying that post show Sakakura said he was upset. Sabatello apologized. He promised he'll finish the next fight in the reconcile. But here's the thing. After many fans on social media said, "How do you treat Ogi Kubo, who never finishes in his fights?" Here, okay, there's a big difference. There's a huge difference between Sabatello, and especially, I can point to 3: the Ishiwatari fights and the 2 Moda fights. That I know, even the Kyoji fights that Ogi Kubo had were incredibly exciting.
I mean, even like the Gajimaro fight, the Alibek, like I thought that was a pretty good performance.
Yeah, he's not, and also he doesn't just hold the people down. He adjusts. He kind of does what like Majima does. He kind of adjusts position when he needs to, and yeah, it's entirely different. I hated that comparison.
He does work as well. He's ground striking, looks for subs when he can. He doesn't always get them. He does have a lot of decisions, but there has to be. You have to look at the context of these fights.
Yeah. Also, his striking also in the Montoya fights, the last one was
awesome.
Yeah, I think that was a really dumb, and I think that argument has absolutely no credence.
Yeah.
Sabatello's next opponent. Well, I think they were hoping Fukuda was going to get a win, and they were going to do him versus Fukuda. Obviously, that will not happen now. I don't know. Yeah. You think they would do a Temerov versus him, Dean? Do you think they would just slot that in?
I don't know, man. I think they'd be more likely to just slot in Doubtbeck if he's back anytime reasonably.
Doubtbeck? I don't know. Okay.
Like those are both like, I don't know. I think equal chance. It's not what they love to do. Yeah, Fukuda would have been their guy if he could have got a finish or just not got knocked out.
I saw a bunch of comments in the chat saying that Patchy Mix was going down back to 135. I didn't hear that.
Yeah, he announced that on his Twitter.
Oh man. Okay.
Sure. Why not? Why not?
It's so funny if we're going to be talking about Sabatello versus Patchy Mix in the year of our Lord 2026. It's that Robin Williams.
In RIZIN.
Yeah, Robin Williams Jumanji meme. What year is it? Soon there'll be so many Bellator guys in RIZIN. That the Office meme with they're the same picture. It's gonna be it might be like that at some point. Quite honestly.
Yeah, well, import Bellator, become Bellator.
Yeah, Bellator RIZIN. I don't know. Who do you think they would do next for Sabatello's next fight, Sam?
Well, Sabatello's been calling for Sutrul Kim. If they'll give him that. Honestly, like this, I don't know how this will be received. Maybe you do Shoko Sato rematch.
That's what I was thinking.
Came very, very close to beating him. I thought he won, to be honest. Had a really good performance against John Sweeney in 52. Run it back. Like, let's see that again. Because I think if anyone is to beat him right now,
it was a very close fight, the first one, and you can make an argument Sato may have won that. So
I leaned Sato there.
That wasn't a bias or anything, right? That wasn't any anti-Sabatello bias, right?
Oh, I mean, I don't care about Sabatello. He does what he does. I just thought Sato won the fight.
120 bits is a good fight. Shoko Sato versus Temerov for a title shot.
I love it.
I love that too. I definitely like that. What about Joji Goto? Who will be a good return opponent for him? Or is it get ready to learn takedown defense and Deep Buddy?
I mean, he's training with who's he training with?
Well, remember did you see that they're doing like this whole Tribe Tokyo and Kubo were like all like trained together?
It's just like a shitty circle jerk. They didn't learn a single fucking minute of takedown defense.
It was maybe that may have actually hindered their training. Possibly.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, Showweather has a good one. Ando versus Goto.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I'm fine with that. How about you, Dean?
Yeah, that's better than anything I was coming up with. So
yeah, no, I think that's good. Somebody said in the chat, and I feel like I come to this conclusion. I don't think RIZIN is going to do any like double champ things while someone's champ, because somebody suggested Ogi Kubo versus Sabatello. I don't think RIZIN has not indicated at all that they're interested in doing like double champ stuff.
7 rounds.
Give Goto a striker. He cross-trained with Kubo for this camp, and it worked wonders. It worked absolute wonders. I think even in the video, the backstage or confessions, I think Goto was out grappling Kubo, who's like so much bigger than him. If I remember correctly.
That's quite scary though, because you look at how Goto is a good offensive grappler. I just don't think it's anywhere similar for the defensive side of things. But having a camp with Kubo is interesting. Like, I don't know. I would have went fully Tribe, like with Jonan here for this one.
Yeah. It's 120 says that Shaydullaev was going to fight Satoshi, wasn't he? There was talks of it, but nothing was ever set. And I was just wondering if that was just kind of like just talk to talk about it. And even so, there was no indication of it being for a title either. So I'm not, RIZIN has RIZIN ever done like someone going up? I don't think they've ever done that before.
Not in my memory.
Nazimov went up to fight for the title at 155, but that's different. So
he was going to 55 anyway.
Yeah.
He's fighting Benoit.
That's the LFA without the LFA experience.
AKA Benoit.
That was the co-main event. Obviously, fight of the year, and we'll be talking about this at the end of the year.
Can we all agree, I guess, that Danny Sabatello is the greatest RIZIN bantamweight champion of all time?
I cannot believe this. This is like J Wolf level of trolling, where I think it's the greatest bantamweight when you've got Kyoji or Manel Cape or
how many times
Juan Archuleta, Jose Torres.
How many defenses did they have?
Kyoji the Kai and Kyoji thing was weird because
they kept on dropping the belts.
They kept getting injured, and then
it's not Danny Sabatello's fault.
No. So also Kyoji had a bunch of non-title fights also as well. So I think Danny Sabatello successfully has defended. He beat Naoki, and then he defended against defense. Yeah, this was his first defense. Yeah, Kai I think defended it. No.
Kai beat Archuleta. Kai beat Archuleta, then vacated immediately.
Yes.
His first reign.
It was Ogi Kubo versus Juan. I remember now. Yeah.
He's 4-0. He's undefeated in RIZIN.
I would call 2 of those.
2 and 2.
Yeah.
I think this was his most watchable fight of the 4.
Really?
No, this Ota fight.
Even the F fight was like just the levels, because Ota is just like, I don't think Ota. Yeah.
Ota has like T-Rex arms. Sabatello's big, long, rangy guy. Just came like fucking beasted him on the feet, you know?
And if Ota can't wrestle, he's just like
sitting duck. Doesn't do anything.
Anyway, that was the let's see. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that was the co-main event. So let's get into, I think, the second fight of the night, obviously. Yoshinori Horie versus Patricky Pitbull. Sam, I know we talked about this fight in DMs. I know you absolutely love this fight, so tell me how much you love this fight.
Just like two bums sitting at range, looking at each other, like, wait, I'm gonna throw. Just never came. So, like, the first round was genuinely like abhorrent, like really, really bad showing. Horie didn't want to engage, didn't leave his hands go. Pitbull the same, kind of just weighing it up. I can expect it from Pitbull, honestly, because Pitbull since that like the last streak, he's been very gun shy. You know, he hasn't been throwing anything. He's been very defensive. But Horie, man, like, you kind of have to be going here. You kind of have to be going, trying to force something. I expected more from Horie. I'm disappointed him in this fight, you know. Could have lost as well, which I just don't think he should be losing to Patricky Pitbull in 2026, to be quite frank.
Dean, what were your thoughts on this fight?
Yeah, it was literally the only kind of fight that Pitbull would like have a chance in, and he still let him, you know, have that chance. It was just low volume, not as many engagements, chance for, you know, one or two big flurries to steal the whole round. We got to see the better Pitbull fight like 12 hours, not even earlier. And they both regress, but I think Patricky a little more, to where he kind of just has a few openings where he can flurry. Horie really, this was his fight to lose, and he like almost pissed it away. Pitbull could either catch you and put you away or steal a split decision, and he almost did. So, yeah, it wasn't the wisest showing.
So actually, I was going to bring that up because I remember I think it was you who said that Patricky, or maybe even both Football Brothers have the first round as their round, and we kind of saw that when he gave that he calf kicked Horie, and just missed with that soccer kick. If this were a younger Pitbull 10 so fights ago, he hits him. He reacts lightning speed at that.
He had a good jumping knee as well.
Yeah.
But like but even there was a time where you wouldn't see that from Pitbull, where you couldn't predict that from Pitbull. It would just come out, and then, but yeah, everything from Pitbull looks slow.
So telegraphed.
Very telegraphed. I thought that he was going to try to grapple at some point, and then somehow Horie like duck undered and took his back, and I'm just like, wait, what? Did I see Horie just take the back of Pitbull?
That's what won the fight.
Yeah. No, I'll say
exactly that.
Did you see one judge had a 30-27?
Horie.
Why is always one judge who's a fucking retard? Like, I'm sorry to use. I'm gonna be blunt. Like, there's always every organization, every judge. There's always one judge who's like, oh yeah, you know that fight where one guy was. I don't know. I don't know how. What realm is this that fight being 30-27 for anybody?
I don't know. Yeah, retard somewhere.
Yeah, even Japan's not immune from it. Do you think those judges gave it correctly, Sam?
Yeah, I would have went 2 on Horie. But it was close. Like there was a split round. I think it was the first that like really could have gone either way because it was just so low volume.
Super Anime Cake says Pitbull has been good since the first Trump term. That's how long it's been. Maybe
the Obama term, to be honest.
Yeah. Andre Reynolds says that. Oh yeah, we all thought that Horie lost the first round. If you're judging right about round. But when he says like crying out, I was like, yeah, we like that. So we're gonna get Patricky for our next fight and Larissa Pacheco. So
Honestly, made me sad to see that announcement.
I was who are they gonna even get for it? I wonder if they're just gonna get him a bum. I wonder if this is just a thing where like his managers just call up Crying Combat and say, hey, can we get Pitbull a fight so we can get a win or something?
Should fight Demir Ismagulov.
Sam Alvey, open weight.
Oh god, the Spain.
Just
Let's have some fun.
maybe they'll get Felony Bennett.
Oh god.
Dean, do you think they scored it correctly?
I kind of expected a split decision. I thought when Pitbull shot there, I was like, oh, he's going to bank the round and steal this decision. And, Horie did show some good wrestling, some good grappling, ended up taking the bag, a holding position. So, yeah, I had it 2-1 for him, but I'm not surprised that he came close to losing. He should have had a better game plan to just not let Pitbull slow that pace down that much.
So we're going to be talking about like no contest later, but I do think that there should be a time where a no contest is given when neither fighter does enough. Just like the Derek Lewis Nagano fight. There's a fight Jason Jackson and Neiman Gracie, same thing. Yeah, there's just fights where it's like, you know what? Neither of you did any or barely any efforts.
I think 9-9s should be given out more frequently, or if ever,
Yeah, not even a draw. A draw implies you both are equal. It should be a no contest. Yeah. Apparently, Pitbull was complaining about the decision in his post-fight interview. I mean,
yeah, but he's just like, he's bitchy. Like he'll complain.
Is this a Brazilian thing? Is this a Brazilian? Because Kleber's the same way.
Satoshi's pretty chatty. He bosses his losses. He doesn't have much losses, but he's very grounded, I feel. I think Koike and less so Pitbull. Patricky, sorry, but Koike just seems very like moany, bitchy, whiny, like crying always. I don't know.
So
maybe it's a Brazilian thing.
So it's gotta be. It's always a Brazilian thing. It's always
Caralho.
Well, we know what Patricky's doing next. I think he said he's got 2 or 3 fights left on his RIZIN contract.
Really?
I think he said, he said he's got more fights on his contract. So
they're just handing out contracts to anybody, man. Like 3 to 4. That's a hefty.
I think the bigger the name, the more you get it, though.
Yeah, and he got into the inaugural lightweight final, the Grand Prix. So maybe they want to reward him.
I don't know. Who would you have him fight next in his return to RIZIN, Sam?
Patricky?
Yeah.
I'd give him Taisei Sakuraba. I think that's a winnable fight for Taisei. Yeah. Japan versus the world.
No, Dean, what do you say? Why do you disagree?
Don't do that to him.
Who?
Taisei.
Taisei beats him.
Come on.
Dude, I'm like that.
If it makes it out the first round, Taisei beats him. If he makes it out the first round.
Like, Taisei has resistance, man. Like, Taisei's a adorable guy. Like, just because fucking right-head Gustavo knocked him out in the third, it was a very, very close fight until that time.
I was going to say this. And this came to me after I saw the fights, after I saw his announcement. Well, Mr. Minoru Kimura said he's going to go into MMA full-time after going 0-2. So what better way than to take on Patricky Pitbull?
That would be great.
That's a dream match.
I didn't know if you were silencing because you're just awestruck and what such a dumb idea it was, or if you're like, that's brilliance.
I mean, I like Minor, so I like Phillips, so get him into RIZIN, If you can give him strikers, it'll be very fun. Just, don't test his piss.
Yeah. Or his dick pics as well. Yeah, so but I think that's probably that's a fair one. Oh yeah. Did you guys see this after the fight? Did you see that Horie and Pitbull had that little thing as well?
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah. Did you also see that apparently Pitbull hit him in the back of the head as well? Horie.
Yeah, I seen Pitbull like apologizing for it on Twitter.
Yeah. How do you? Because I know, Sam, you judge a lot of these foreign fighters on their social media with Japanese. How do you think Pitbull? Where would you rank him at? Because I know Shorty is very low for you. Well, probably Ryan Cafaro is probably like the best. Who do you think? Where do you think Pitbull lies?
I think Pitbull falls somewhere in the middle, because he doesn't have like a dedicated Japanese guy like running his shit for him, and he doesn't really tweet like I think he's like similar to like Vugar Karamov in the way he just like I love Japan, I love my Japanese fans, I can't wait to fight in Japan, I love RIZIN. And you just like Google Translate Japanese. It's not bad.
No
I don't.
Yeah,
like I don't think it's too cringeworthy. Shorty Dars is just like fucking hell on earth.
Oh, Super Anime King has a great Bay Noah. The two glass chins. That could be fine. Maybe.
Could be a double KO.
That could be the first RIZIN double KO of all time. Yeah.
We got close. We got close with Ando and Jiang Yang.
Oh yes, I remember that. Yeah. Dean, did I ask you who would you like to see Pitbull fight next?
Is the Red Horse too much for him?
Oh God, no! What? No, Red Horse would steamroll him.
It'd be like fun to watch though, and put that guy in title contention. So if they needed like a main event for a Korea show, I can see it. Like he's still got the name power draw.
I think he would knock out Pitbull cold. I really do. What do you think about that, Sam? Red Horse, Kung Po Kim.
Oh, that I was kind of tuned out. That's a sanctioned killing.
Horie, what do you think? You think they'll do after? You think they'll put him against the winner of Gustavo and Nazimov, Sam?
No, definitely not. I don't think he showed anything don't think he showed that he deserves to get back into that title picture, especially after coming off the loss to Satoshi just immediately. I think if you're going to matchmake Horie, you should put him against Zumagazi. That's what I'd do next.
That's what I was thinking as well. What about you, Dean? Horier's next.
I like the idea of him against a foreigner. Maybe there's somebody who's like super washed up leaving UFC or PFL or something they could snag. Because they don't really have like a strong Japanese lightweight, like see with a lot of contenders. Like I don't know, it's not really that era.
Isn't Gilbert Burns' brother a lightweight?
Yeah, Herbert.
Yeah,
but he's retired from MMA.
Oh, he is. Oh, they're both retired now. Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
No way he makes weight.
Never mind. Okay. Okay, that settles that then.
But I like where your head's at. Yeah, that's what they need to do is just bring him somebody for this World War. They kind of tried to give him a layup with Pitbull, and he sort of fumbled, but they could keep trying, just keep bringing, just get other signings on the same level of like a Gallagher or Apache Mix type level signings, and keep making them fight. The popular guys they bring in fight their Japanese stars, and it's a formula.
Just going back to Pitbull, what about Chihiro versus the Pitbull that he trained for?
Oh yeah, the one he actually watched tape on.
Yeah, I think you have to go up in weight though for that. I don't know if this Patricky's ever done featherweights.
Oh no, Patricky couldn't make featherweight. It would have to be at a lightweight. I think they're trying to give Suzuki like a more, not a layup, but like an exciting fight on his return.
Okay.
Because I think they could do Chihiro versus Yaman. I think that's what we'll see.
Well, that's when Chihiro. Well, that's when the retirement ceremony ends, and then Chihiro can leave. So.
Yeah. The retirement ceremony was horrible, man. Like that was crazy.
I could not believe how small Kyohei Takeshi looked. I thought that Chihiro Suzuki was a small guy for his division. I don't know what happened to Kyohei Takeshi, but this man like shrunk like 2 sizes since I last.
He's like 50.
But like your body doesn't shrink like that. Chihiro's not a big guy. Chihiro could probably make flyweight or bantamweight.
No, I don't think he can make flyweight. Maybe bantamweight. He's like he packs on a lot of weight. I feel out of camp. Like he looks tense, solid.
Super Anime Geek says Spike Carlisle. If you can make 155, yeah,
That's not bad, yeah.
That's RIZIN welterweight right there.
Yes, that is the RIZIN welterweight division in a nutshell. Okay. Oh wait, no, we talked about that. Sorry, don't have my list here. What was next? Sorry,
God,
guys.
this one.
Oh yes, this one. Okay. So Izzy Shots, if you're here, you can rag on me for not picking Meheula after our interview. So where is it here? Okay, anyway. So so Meheula, Hagiwara, no contest. Hagiwara got his face smashed. Dean, what do you think? What do you think about this Muay Thai exhibition that we saw? It wasn't an MMA fight, it was a Muay Thai exhibition.
Yeah. At first, the technique and the impact level between these two was very noticeable. But Kaleo just kept at it. He kept at his game plan. I thought he was kind of foolish at first. Like, oh man, he's going to keep standing with this guy and striking with him, trying to use his Muay Thai striking. But he was able to land those strikes out of nowhere, and just they poured on with the elbows, and yeah, he got the win, but it's a no contest because he missed weight. So I don't know. What are you gonna do? I think he was been in so many promotions that are feeder leagues to bigger leagues, and I think one of them still would have no problem scooping him back up because he's getting kind of well known. Real bummer for Hagiwara, but I think he's still a really fun draw. But yeah, he'll have to maybe take some time off to heal up.
I think it's also a bummer because RIZIN was clearly going to do him versus Mikuru. They had Mikuru on commentary. They may have even done a confrontation in the ring. Sorry, the RIZIN Octagon.
The RIZIN Octagon,
yeah. After the fight. So yeah, that was, and when he lost, Mikuru just had this like blank stare. It's got just his resting face anyway, but he had this like blank stare of like, oh, what am I supposed to do now? So yeah, that's what happened. Sam, any thoughts?
Like total disaster for RIZIN.
This is actually, sorry to interrupt, but this was the worst outcome probably for this fight.
We were discussing the fight on the preview, and we were like talking about, imagine if Abijah KOs him. It's like a joke, but like it actually happened. So like for RIZIN, it's quite concerning. Like worst possible outcome, as I said. I think they brought in Abijah for a quick Hagiwara win. He goes on to fight bigger Japanese names. It's pretty shocking, for Hagiwara, because the striking was close. The striking exchanges were quick. They were fast. Hagiwara was landing his calf kicks. Abijah was landing calf kicks back. Then as soon as it got into the clinch, just complete level difference. Abijah was landing his elbows, knees, cut him open, bang, done. Like it's crazy that Hagiwara cannot snap a collar tie.
He can't,
how many years?
He can't pummel. He can't. What was it, shrimp? And he can't
shrimp.
pummel out.
He can't shrimp.
He can't.
He learned how to shrimp.
Yeah.
He learned how to shrimp.
So Izzy, it's not that we thought that Hagiwara is sneakily a great striker in RIZIN, and we didn't expect him that he was going to be that. You kind of expect that a guy who's a striker also is learning Muay Thai stuff. We did not know that apparently at Smoker Gym in that's Tribe Tokyo. Apparently, this is not taught in their curriculum is how to pummel out of a Muay Thai clinch. He was apparently learning all this grappling and did not go to Muay Thai class. It's not a discredit to Abijah as a striker. I think he's a fine fighter, but it's also what I've seen Hagiwara more do often with other people who are strikers is why I picked him as well. Now that's just my thoughts.
and it's like Abijah is a good striker. You know, he's been credited as like being Extreme Couture's kind of like striking guy. Like people go to him for the striking, but it wasn't like he beat Hagiwara at his own game, where he like kicked the leg, landed his straight shots. Like he got into the clinch, and he just exploited Hagiwara's complete, like complete nothing burger in the clinch, and like that's how we won.
So also Izzy's bringing up that the clinch. Hagiwara was one who tried the clinch because Abijah was winning at distance. Yeah, and that's the thing. He tried the clinch with a Muay Thai guy, and then the Muay Thai guy obviously clinches better. And then
Hagiwara was trying to double under. Like Hagiwara was grabbing double unders. He's just trying to like hold on. Then he's breaking, separating. Like I don't think Abijah was necessarily winning. Like I think it was a tense, close fight at range. Both of them were landing kicks. Nice shots. Like I don't think it was leaning either way before that clinch exchange happened at the end.
Yeah.
But, you know, Abijah did his work.
I guess this also goes into the question of no contests for weight misses. Did anybody hear Yamato Damashi?
Yeah,
anyway?
I watched that. Yeah,
okay.
He said there should be a point deduction. I think.
For each round, I think he said, right? Did he say each round?
Yeah, I think he said for however 3 or 5 should be a point gone. All of them.
So I disagree with Ensign. I'm happy with the no contest rule. I have my thoughts. I'll get to that later, but I want to hear you guys. Dean, what do you think about the no contest for missing weight? And especially because you've been a victim of that as well for I think for your fights, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, you're still gonna do the fight. So why not just cancel it if you're gonna not count it? You know, I don't think having the fight and then calling it a no contest, like knowing you're gonna do that is like changing it to a no contest if like somebody fails a drug test, I could see. But like, hey, we're gonna have this fight and then it's gonna be a no contest regardless. Like we know the outcome before it even happens. That's dumb. So I like the idea of taking the points.
Would that also make it though impossible? Oh, sorry. Will that make it also impossible to win? Oh, sorry. Will that make it impossible to win though if the 1 point is missed? It'd have to be like an utter domination.
Like
it had to be utter domination from minute 1 to minute 5, minute 3, whatever.
Is it 3 points or is it like if it's 1 point? I don't know.
I thought Ensign said each round you're deducted a point.
Yeah. So I'm open to the discussion of it though. You know, like it could be a draw. At least a draw is not a no contest. You know, if Danny Sabatello misses weight and then does what he does, and they take 3 points and it's 27-27, like, are you okay with that?
No.
It's a draw.
Yeah, no, I mean, ideally not a draw anyway. Ideally not a draw. That's not what I want. My thought is I'm happy with the no contest because there are so many times when the weight miss is abused by people. We have seen people get rewarded for it in fights. Time. Yeah, John Lineker got a title fight or number 1 contenders fight. I think it's when he missed weight. Was it Dodson or what's his name? Dillashaw, I think it was. We've seen, you know, we'll talk about the Tenya Zumagazi fight. We just saw the difference in size. Zumagazi looked like a featherweight, and Tenya looked like welterweight, bordering on middleweight.
Yeah, he missed by a lot.
Yeah. I think because I don't think the punishment. The problem is that for some people the financial thing is not it gets to the point of it does where they either made enough money in their career or whatever or they have enough money so they don't have to worry about the financial penalty. So that's insignificant to them. If you still give them the option to win though after missing weight, I think that sends that sends the wrong message. And the other thing is also because we saw Anthony Johnson. I know people love Rumble Johnson, but he made a history of his career missing weight and knocking out guys.
Yeah.
And I said his name Lineker as well. My problem is that there's no. I think what we do here is maybe too little. Maybe the no contest, maybe too harsh. But also, I'm also thinking about the other fighter who went through the rigors of the weight cuts, dieting, all that stuff, and then they come in weight day, they weigh in, and then the other guy misses by 2 or 3 pounds, which that can be, that's a lot. And there's no rehydration clauses, and unlike in boxing where we can't overweigh yourself, where you can't lose to come in at a certain weight. I think actually no, California is the only one that doesn't allow that. I don't believe. I think. Right? I think California is the only one where there can't be like a maximum or 30-pound weight difference. I think it's California. I could be wrong. But then what? How do you prevent somebody from missing weight the next time if the financial penalty is not good enough, if the point system is not good enough? I don't know, Sam. What do you think?
I mean, there's a reason why weight misses are so rare in Japan, because the punishment is so severe. As far as like the no contest goes, I think it could be a bit harsh, but I also don't think that let's say if somebody blows weight by like a pound or like 0.5, should their punishment be the same as someone who blows by fucking 7.5 kilograms like Tenya did? Like there needs to be like punishment fitting the amount of weight you missed. If you miss weight lightly, maybe a point deduction, maybe 30% purse, whatever. If you miss weight by a severe amount like Tenya did, like you gotta be fucking slicing that purse in half. Gotta be no contest, point deduction. He has to fight with his hand tied behind his back. Like it's just something to discourage weight misses and something to, stamp down, punish the fighter who couldn't make weight professionally.
I like that. I like the quantifiable. You could say every pound or every kilogram is 10% of your purse in 1 point. So if you miss by 3 pounds or 3 kilograms, it's 30% in 3 points. Something like that. But yeah, I like the idea that if they miss by a lot, they get penalized harsher than just like, oh, I'll give up 10% or something.
What about if the first time it can go through, it goes through, the fight goes as normal, but if it happens again, it's at a no contest. Kind of like you get as Spider-Man says, everybody gets one.
Yeah, but it's all about the ticket sales that day. You still want people to come. You want people to tune in. The last thing you want is for the fight to get canceled or for one of the parties to say no. So everyone's still going to say yes and like put up with it. It's kind of the shitty thing.
Also, so I just also, sorry, Dean, to interrupt you. I also keep let you know as well. So let's just say Abijah or Zumagazi. Well, I don't know about Zumagazi, but I'm pretty sure this would happen in Hagiwara. So if you voluntarily cancel your fight in RIZIN, I do believe you have to pay some sort of penalty. Oh, actually, no, sorry. This doesn't happen in RIZIN, as far as I know, but it happens in small promotions where you have to pay a penalty if you voluntarily cancel your fights, because they have to do a whole bunch of refunds and all that stuff. And I believe Deep and Shuto do it. I don't believe RIZIN does. So
I've seen it as an amateur. I've signed stuff like that. Like if you pull out, you owe them, some kind of compensation, just to discourage people from pulling out last minute.
Yeah.
But I've never signed one on the other end that says I get compensated anyway. It's only the promotion that can sue and get compensated.
So also, if you say no, you're not gonna get paid. You don't get paid because you didn't show up to fight. So there's really there's unless you're making bank on your fights, most fighters will probably just say yes anyway. I know Kaito's maybe one of the few who is like, nah, I ain't gonna fight this overweight homie. So there definitely has to be a harsher punishment. I think at least here. If you want the argument about Japan RIZIN, there could be there's maybe a discussion to maybe not immediately punish. listen, if you're betting, listen, that's the easiest bet that you could possibly make money on, especially on an underdog. So if you're a betting degenerate, the no contest thing should be the best thing. Because it's again, I think Sam brings up a good point. How many? It must have happened in RIZIN like less than 10 times in this amount of shows for the last 10 years in weight misses. Yeah. And we have people on UFC PFL who it seems like everybody's missing weight. There's like one weight miss a show, sometimes two.
Multiple, and you see it could be 2 or 3, 4 even, and like sometimes the misses are like by a significant amount, which is, there needs to be actual punishment for it, because like these fighters like make careers of like, okay, I'll come in 3 pounds over. Like Rafael Estevan in UFC flyweight, he missed weight 3 times.
I think was that his entire career? All of his fights up until the one that he just got lost recently, right?
Yeah. Because he moved up to bantamweight, and I think he missed again.
Missed by a lot, yeah.
Yeah, actually, I think isn't Juan Archuleta the only one who's ever missed like maybe more than once? I think it was 135.
He missed versus Kai, and he missed versus Shaydullaev.
Yes. So So it happens. Yeah, I think you made a good point about Esteban. Yeah, guy just made it. Just decides, and what he gets his pay. He gets a little bit cut, but he still gets the win. And what point do you just say and he moved up? So where's taking a point away from him is not even. I don't think that even phases him.
No, yeah, exactly. I don't. There needs to be something like heavily like. It needs to be like you need to like instill fear in the fighters that if I miss weight, I'm like fucked. Like almost like fear mongering.
I will say, in an ideal world, we don't even discuss this because nobody cuts weight for fights and everybody just fights at their given weights. That'd be like the ideal. But that would be an ideal world. Oh yeah, and Chris Cushman says like Johnny Cage had a brutal KO no contest as well. Yeah.
Yeah, in Korea, that was nuts.
Oh yeah.
What does the no contest do? Like, what does that do for you? Is if I get knocked out by the guy who is heavy, what does that do for me? It's a no contest. My last fight. Who cares? Like everybody saw it. Your momentum's still done.
I know, and like this was like the worst. This was the worst outcome because he got cut open, and he got the. I don't know if he got his orbital bone broken, but he got a nasty eye injury, or at least whatever.
Maybe an undefeated fighter, just because of the marketing of it, you're still undefeated. That's the only time.
But like, also, it's not used. I guess it's not used against you for booking purposes. I'll get to your missing weight thing and the points, but you do have a good point. Tapology doesn't recognize the no contest thing from RIZIN anymore, or for any Japanese promotions. So it would be nice if there could be like an asterisk here, like they won, but they missed that they lost weight. Or maybe there's like a like if you're a 21-3 fighter, but then you miss weight for 2 fights. And then it's not counted towards your record, but it's like counted like to some like off the record thing, maybe. But again, I don't know if I agree entirely. Losing 2 or 3 points is definitely crazy for punishment, Izzy Slots, because you can still dominate that if it's 2 to 3 points, and you can easily. That basically means you gotta get a finish to win, and you're still getting. It's still no incentive. I just don't like that you can still move up in rankings here, or you can get a title shot. I just don't like. I don't like that. I feel like you're breaking the contract that you signed initially. I think that's also why, because I don't know. I'm losing words. Anybody want to put words in my mouth or speak for me?
I think it's fair. I think if you miss weight by 3.5 pounds and they take 3 points from you, then you have to get a 10-8 on me. Otherwise, if you just beat me 10-9 each round, they call it a draw because the weight miss. That feels kind of right, yeah? But I could see like other situations, like if you win 10-8 or if you get a finish, everybody kind of knows you won. But if you kind of, okay, I guess this fighter won, but they were 2 pounds heavy or 3 pounds heavy, that, you know, call it a draw. I'm not against that.
Any last thoughts, Sam?
Not really. Like, I feel that just the punishment needs to fit the crime, if you can call it that.
I do like what was it? I think under 2 pounds is like, I shouldn't say it's, but at least it's, you know, different than like 8 pounds or 7 pounds.
Well, Tanya missed by 7.5.
And they almost canceled that fight. I heard they almost canceled the fight because the Japanese J-Mock was not
happy at all. But Sumikaze's team was just like, yeah, fuck it, bring it on. Because those
also he came all the way there. Yeah, he came all the way there. Yeah. And also, yeah, Chris Cushman says, yeah, there's a catch weight as well. I'm sure you can negotiate a catch weight possibly as well. That's what they did for Pitbull and Satoshi for their fights in the Bellator thing. I think also what's his I think didn't Chihiro and the other Pitbull have a catch weight as well? It wasn't 145, I don't think.
I think it was 149.
Okay.
Sure, but you still have to make the catch weight.
Yeah, but it's a lot easier.
You go up whatever you want.
It's a lot easier though. It's a lot easier to do that.
Ito Mota was a catch weight as well.
Yeah, yeah. So I guess that's the answer. Just have catch weights, except for title fights, maybe. T-San says Japanese audiences are very strict about weight misses, almost Harikiri level. Different from outside Japan. Dewan had high popularity RIZIN, but lost by missing weight 2 times. Very high volume. Now he wants to get into UFC apparently, or RIZIN. I don't know. He said both of them. I don't know at this point. Also, Izzy Sauce brings up the point that after a weight miss, a new contract is instilled and agreed upon by both parties. Is that the promotion? That's like the contract. Also, the initial contract of RIZIN also does state that if you do miss weight, you will get a no contest. That's also part of their contract. So,
but it's a way out. It's a way out of somebody's contract or a way to offer them less money.
Yeah.
If they miss.
I guess if you wanted to do the ultimate punishment of paying them, like someone said, like 50% of their purse. I don't know if that would even be.
Depends how much you're getting paid.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say UFC. That might be the entire paycheck.
I said something before, like 50% of $13 or $12, sorry, is still $6. Like there's no significant cut from like an already like low amount of money. Like in RIZIN, it could be different, but just make weight. Just make weight.
I did see. Did you see Abijah's Instagram where he was eating sando sandwiches?
Yeah, that's the kind of thing I'm on about. Like if you're gonna blow weight, you're gonna like act like all unprofessional about it. You're just gonna come to Japan for a vacation, eat what you want. Don't even think about cutting weight. Like come in, blow weight. Like,
that's gotta be the hardest thing though for any foreigner coming to especially for his first time. He missed imagine you just go into a company, you just want to get some water, and suddenly you just see all these sandwiches just lined up, begging to be eaten and consumed. Izzy says that was a day after. No, it
was before the weigh-ins when he first came to Japan.
Yeah, I know he met fans at a convenience store the day after, and he was going on a food thing like the day after. But he was no. Am I having a Mandela effect here?
I mean, the cream sandwiches are not. He missed weight, so he's in the wrong no matter what. I don't think you can positively reflect on Abijah after this one.
So actually, let's go back to Abijah. Let's talk about him. Would you say should he get another chance? Do you think, Sam?
Do I think he deserves another chance? Yeah. Do I think he will? No. I don't think RIZIN will invite him back. I think they'll just like pretend this fight wasn't canon. Just proceed.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for Abijah, because he I think he's a nice fighter. He's a scrapper. He brings it. I think is fitting in RIZIN, but I don't think RIZIN want him there. I don't think RIZIN have like a matchup for him.
RIZIN Hawaii?
Yeah, maybe.
RIZIN Maui?
Maybe they get him for that RIZIN Hawaii card if it ever happens.
Dean, you were just agreeing with Sam. I'm guessing same thoughts.
Yeah, exactly. They probably didn't want him to win, so if they can just get out of doing any contractual obligations, they probably will.
128-bit says that he was posting on his Insta story him eating food while the weigh-ins were still going.
Yeah, he didn't show up to the weigh-ins.
Oh yeah, you're right. He didn't. Oh yeah, I forgot.
So like that's another one. That's another thing you have to consider. Like if you're not even going to show up to like apologize, like do your little bowing thing to the fans who showed up for you.
Yeah.
Wait, T-Son is saying that his sandwich timing was after he missed weight. My brain is not my timeline. My brain is all he said Izzy says that RIZIN told him not to. Okay. It was just kind of like, yeah, you're not gonna miss weight. Don't even bother. It's like don't call us. We'll call you.
Well, they weigh in prior to like because the weigh-ins are essentially ceremonial. Like they all weigh in backstage, but like other foreigners who miss weight, they still come out. They still face the fans. I'm not sure why RIZIN would make this a specific case for Abijah not to come.
128-bit says Hiromoto versus Meheula is a dream match. I don't think. Listen, Izzy. I will give credit that he won the fight like in a very cool way, and it was unexpected. I don't think RIZIN's going to bring him back. I'll be surprised if they really do. The weight miss didn't help. If he had won and if he didn't miss weight but he won, I could definitely see a scenario where they bring him back for like maybe one more fight. But I just don't see, especially because when I interviewed him, he told me about the one fight contract. That tells me that, and 145 is also a very stacked division in RIZIN. They can, if they need another foreigner to feed to somebody, they'll look at LFA, they'll look at CFFC. That's what they'll do. Sam, were you about to? I heard a big sigh, or like you're about to say something. Was that you?
No, I'm just like thinking of the Abijah situation because it is pretty like depressing in RIZIN's case. I seen something funny about it when like after the knockout happened, there was a post with like that picture of Barra, and it was like the caption was Charlie, you told me this was an easy fight. Like the quotations.
Was that Mac? Was that Mac?
It could have been Mac.
But that's like a Mac thing or Issa
really
thing.
Funny.
It was really either had to be Issa or Mac thing.
But yeah, like it couldn't have backfired for RIZIN more than it did.
Oh yeah, so I guess so. Well, Hagiwara, this guy, he's gonna be out for a while, and so I saw somebody say they could do him versus Mikuru at the Nagoya Dome, but I bet RIZIN wanted him for that Osaka show. Wait, is it Osaka or was it Kyoto? I forgot. Was it Kyoto?
What, the Super RIZIN 5?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Osaka, yeah.
Oh yeah, they would definitely want him for that Osaka show. So, and it kind of makes sense where they seemed that they wanted this fight to go. So, how they wanted it to go and who was on commentary. So yeah, I don't know. He's got to like be out for like at least 3 or 4 months, maybe even until
his whole face busted up. Like
yeah.
That's a lengthy recovery.
I don't see him coming back until the end of December. But wait, what do you do with him? And so now you can't put him up against high-level grapplers, and I guess now you can't put him against Muay Thai strikers. What do you do with him, Dean? It's kind of like it's really like it's like a coin flip. You have a blueprint of how someone can beat him.
But they can still bring guys over from kickboxing, from like knockout, from stuff like that. So there's still guys out there. I think they should do a 145 or 146 or whatever Grand Prix next. That'd be dope because they have so much talent. Then it doesn't matter. You just need like 16 guys, so they can be coming off a loss. They can have a sub 500 record. just bring him any foreign striker.
Thoughts, Sam, on the future of Mr. Underground Emperor?
Smoker. It's concerning, I think, because you have to like the matchup for Hagiwara now have to be like ultra selective, like even more selective than they were before.
Yeah,
you can't fight somebody who can grapple. Can't fight somebody who knows how to work their way around the clinch. You can't fight anyone who's.
I do think that if he had fought Patchy, the Patchy that fought Akimoto, I think that Hagiwara would have beat him. That Patchy, yes.
Yeah, because I don't think Patchy like. I think the Patchy's case is interesting because it's like he has the skills obviously to beat Hagiwara, but I don't think the current state of him will even be able to get it to the ground. He was like shooting these like half-ass shots versus Kyoma. Like just I don't know. Just really shadow of his former self.
But Akimoto still had to defend those takedowns.
Yeah, but
they weren't very good. He's still like
he had the back step like 3 centimeters.
So yeah,
like Mix was like dropping to one knee, and he wasn't grabbing the hips. Like he wasn't committing to the takedowns.
You thought it was a Bellator UFC. He was like,
yeah,
he was fighting like that. He says, invited Chinese jobber for Hagiwara. What's that one team where they're like getting all these Chinese fighters from? So, yeah, I like that. Like one of those guys. Like one of those guys. The guy who fought Suzuki, I think it was. Hiroaki Suzuki.
Oh, like yeah, that guy.
Yeah, I know you laugh. Yeah, him.
There's another crazy Chinese, like it's like the Chinese Monkey King on like some landmark card. Like some crazy guy had like a bloody fight.
Oh yes, remember the guy who fought Endo, Reiki Endo. Remember that? And he was like the counter walk. Okay, yeah, something like that. Yeah, you got to get someone like that. What about Kubo? Do you think they'll just ever do that just because they know that Kubo probably won't grapple?
But he would.
Yeah.
He probably could. Kubo could probably take him down.
Not sure. Yeah. Andre Reynolds says that Hagiwara is just not a good fighter, so it's gonna be hard to match make with him so he can win against the top fighters at featherweight. He's not winning against anyone who's top 5 that we would consider top 5. I think smokes him. No pun intended. Smokes him. He's just at a level. He's at a level where he's incapable of evolving, and I don't know if that's just because he's learned one way to fight throughout like his 20 or so or however long he's been training. But I think he's so set in the way that he fights that it's just you can't teach a dog new tricks. You can teach him some stuff, but you just can't untake that what he has now.
You can teach him how to shrimp.
He would have to spend, he would need, that meme, go to the 1 year in Dagestan and forgets. He needs 2-3 years at ATT and forgets, or Fires Flow.
Yeah, 3 decades at ATT and leave him there.
He needs 3 decades. The man needs 3 decades. Izzy says, I think Abijah is just much better striker. Well, I think we all agree with that, right? It was just a better striking.
Yeah, it was a different level of striking. But it is scary though, because Abijah isn't Abijah's good, right? Don't get me wrong, but he's like an American regional guy who's like a scrapper. Like it's concerning that he beat Hagiwara with that much ease.
And he thinks that Hagiwara will probably beat another foreigner striker. And Muhammad says Hagiwara has no longer has intentions to be a top contender. He'll continue to fight if it's fun. Nah, he's too big of a star. I don't know if you could have that guy just be he's fighting for fun. He's too big of a star for them. We like we said before, he's number 2, possibly number 3 biggest star for them. Oh yeah, I think Andre Reynolds. You said that when he lost, you could hear a pin drop in the arena, and then I didn't watch it live because I had sleep. But didn't he get like the biggest pop as well from the audience? I think
his entrance was fucking crazy. When the what's the Snoop Dogg song called? I can't remember. I can't believe I can't remember. Yeah, but there's like the second episode, the first episode,
the next episode.
Next episode. That's what it is. When that started playing, like you could hear the crowd going nuts.
Okay. if you want to talk about a pin drop, like I guess this was the last fight I saw before I went to sleep in my hotel room. But like, mouth agape, Fukuoka, rest in peace, our dear Lord and friend. Sam, you seem the most broken up about it, so I'll of course put you on the spot.
Yeah, super depressing. Like it's another one of these fights where like I don't think it could have gone worse in Fukuoka's case. You know, great for Azspec, but yeah, man, like Fukuoka, like this KO loss was really brutal. Like he was stretchered out.
This is sorry to interrupt. This is a KO loss that changes a fighter going forward. If I can't see Fukuoka fighting the same way.
I don't think Fukuoka will ever throw a jab to the body again. He's scared now. But you know, like when you're fighting a roided Uzbeki, like there is
allegedly.
Yeah. Alleged. It's just his whole team.
Same thing with you, Muhammad. I see in the chat. Alleged.
The juicy Temerov.
I'll just say, you know, I had the urge to get a drug test after that, after seeing that whole team there. Just saying. Not saying anything. Lamb meat, I think. I don't think they eat horse in where's he from again? Is it Uzbekistan? No, that's
Uzbekistan for sure. They eat horses there, dude.
They do, but then don't they ride them?
They do both. It's
okay. okay.
I'm just guessing. They probably eat it. Yeah.
Oh, Andre Reynolds says complete silence when Fukuoka got KO'd. Heartbroken. One of my favorite fighters besides Hiro. Yeah. Dean, any thoughts on this?
I think that team just must have, you know, just a killer team chef, killer team dietitian, because they're all looking jacked, dude. He probably just makes them a good breakfast every day. It's the benefit of having a good cook on your team.
I'm just correcting you. Kazakhs eat horses, not Uzbeks.
Okay, but the Kazakhs also ride them too, right? So like, there's cultures who do both. Was my train of thought. Anyway, beefs make you strong. Alistair Overeem, if he's taught us anything, beefs make you strong. I thought, you know, Fukuoka wasn't looking bad. His striking was okay. But a lot of these Central Asian guys, man, they just throw so much heat. Every shot's a power shot. So he can be losing for a little bit, but then when he touches you, that's the kind of power he has. So it wasn't like a terrible performance from Fukuoka. Like I said, I thought he was winning till he got shot, until he got. But yeah, it's a real bummer that this could have offered some clarity for that division, cemented him a title shot. And instead, he's dropped from the title picture just like that.
By the way, what was longer, Sam? Was Kyohei Takeshi's retirement longer, or Temurov's post-fight speech?
Oh my God, yeah. I was only reminded of how long the Temerov speech was when I went on RIZIN TV to rewatch the fight. And yeah, he was there for like 7 minutes. And like maybe it's like some translation confusion, but I feel like it was never ending. Like you can imagine how like depressing it was watching that live.
No, he was just going on. He just kept on talking. I thought they were going to take the mic away from him, but he just kept on going on and on and on.
Well, that's the issue with, because obviously in RIZIN they're not interviewed. They're just given the mic and they can say what they want. They're not really limited to time. So like you get these like Temerov types who are just going to talk about whatever they want.
I'm seeing. Okay, so Super Anime King says that Hagiwara encapsulates why Japanese haven't done well in UFC. Too focused on one thing and won't adapt. Good customer says brutal KO. His brother tested positive against Charles Johnson. Unless I'm thinking of the wrong person. Nope, you are correct.
Yeah.
And yes, apparently, Kazakhs ride them too, and also eat their mode of transportation. And yes, that follows that Bisping Henderson follow up shot was like
it's like Pettis versus Magomedov. Really brutal coffin now.
Yeah, no. But listen, I don't hold a fighter against it's a fight, and you don't stop. But for my fight, referee said the fight doesn't stop until I say it stops. So, yeah. And I think, Dean, you probably were told the same thing as well, right? And you would probably be prepared, possibly have to do that as well, right?
Exactly. Yeah, you don't stop till the referee pulls you off. Can be kind of cruel, but you're going to keep hitting the guy.
Mm-hmm. Did Fukuda say how long he's got to be out for a while? I can't see him coming back. Yeah. Maybe not as long as Hagiwara, but at least until after August, right? There's no way he can take a fight before then. Sam?
No, I don't think he wants to come back either. I think it'll have to be like a resting time for him, because 2025 was very active for his standards. He fought in Deep, he fought in RIZIN multiple times, fought in New Year's Eve, went back to Deep, fought in Summer Super RIZIN against Naoki.
He was doing UAE Warriors as well, I think. Didn't you have a fight or two?
Yeah. He fought the current brave flyweight champion, I think.
That's what part of this will go to UAE Warriors.
Yeah.
So Muhammad's saying that Fukuda says he's going to stay out for a long time. Okay, so don't want to speculate on his next fights, really. But with Temirov, do you think that someone said Shoko Sato versus him to number one contender? I'm not opposed to that.
Yeah.
Was that you? Was that you who said that, or was that in the chats?
I think it was in the chat.
It was in the chat, but I think we all agree with it. It's a pretty good fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not opposed to that. I think that's fair. And
who else? Kashimura. Who else do you really put him against?
Kashimura's the only other. He's fighting in Deep next. If he wins that, maybe he can, because that's for the title as well. You can maybe slot him in if he doesn't get knocked out or anything. There's still time to do that, but
I think it's not an option better.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna miss Fukuda. We're gonna miss him. Sorry guys, I'm losing my train of thought here because I'm looking at my alcohol that I really need to drink later. Okay. Oh yes. Oh, there we go. Okay. We gotta talk about this. Okay. Makoto, or is it Makoto Takahashi's or is it Makoto Shinryu? Seems like people, you can tell who's watching, who's not watching by how they get his name.
It's like the Inglorious Bastards, 3 fingers.
128 bits says Goto versus Temirov. I think that's fun. But if then Goto wins that, that puts that's a worse position.
Yeah, that's a division killer.
Yeah. How about Torres versus Temirov, Sam?
Yeah, it might be the only fight I'd root for, Temirov.
Anyway, so yeah, Shinryu, quick. By the way, I didn't see Zhu at the post-fight press conference. Did he get his shoulder torn apart or his arm broke? Did something happen? Because he was not at the post-fight press conference, so I assume that he must have gone to a hospital right after.
I think it was some hyperextension thing because he didn't tap for fucking long.
I had to look away. Because I thought it was just gonna snap. Oh my god. Oh.
He was wincing as well, and he was real tense. So I'm not sure why he didn't tap earlier.
128, but the new go off doesn't count because it wasn't in winter. Okay.
Yeah.
Steve, what do you think about this statement by Shinryu?
Yeah, Makoto Shinryu looked great. And just to have that name on his record and to have finished him quicker than, some of the guys that have beaten him that are stars, it's like a rite of passage. So I think it was, perfect. And then at the intermission, they announced he'll be fighting Yuta Kubo for the title. And then after this fight, Yuta Kubo got in the octagon and they started pushing each other and talking shit to each other. So
my favorite line was, "Are you cleaning toilets now at ATT?" I was howling. I had to have woken up the entire hotel I was at because I was dying. I didn't hear anything else after that because I was dying laughing. That is the zinger of all zingers I've ever heard from. That is the best shit talk I've ever heard. Ever. Danny Sabatello could never top that. Where's that line for you on of trash talk, Sam? That's got to be like top three.
That was great. Like people like people say that like Ogi Kubo has no personality or he's like uncharismatic. I think that little like scuffle in the RIZIN Octagon like shown that he was much more than that.
Oh my god! Oh, did you, Dean? When he said about the toilet line, did you were you cracking up when you heard that?
Yeah.
Oh my god, best line. And also, if people who say that didn't see the confessions when he was facing Kai, remember that the Kai confessions when he was facing Kai.
But second or the first time?
The second time when he was facing for remember because he was like living in that shitty apartment.
Oh yeah.
By the way, T-san, can you tell me what was what so they I rewatched it and they said that Ogi Kubo said something about Shinryu's father, but I don't think they really explained it on commentary. Does anybody here remember that?
It was like right after the first time he said it. He said, "Are you cleaning toilets at ATT?" And he allegedly says back, "Don't disrespect my father." So I'm not sure is his father a janitor or something, or is it just like the Ronda Rousey syndrome?
I think Shinryu is just an idiot.
Family, bitch.
I thought you were gonna say the Michael Chiesa thing. Were you talking about my mama?
Mom.
Yeah, T-san, can you if you can explain if you know what he was talking about? Maybe there's some lore, some deep lore we don't know. Because I don't think Shinryu's father is at. Maybe he's a janitor. I don't know. Are you guys excited for this title fight? It hasn't been. I don't count it until there's a poster. Let's assume they're going that way. I'll start with you, Sam. Would you have, if this is the route that they go, do you like it, or would you rather see like Laramie if he wasn't booked versus Ogi Kubo, or Ito versus Ogi Kubo?
No, Laramie was booked against Matoya.
But just what I'm saying, if he wasn't booked against Matoya, if he wasn't booked against Matoya, let's just say none of that card had been booked, and then this competition happened. Does this competition make you want to see this rematch again, or would you? I know you're big on Laramie, so would you have rather seen Laramie get the shot, or maybe I
think Laramie would have needed one more regardless. So like I'm glad he's getting it in versus Matoya. I think Shinryu versus Ogi Kubo was the logical route to go down. I think Shinryu's he's evolved since then. You know, he's at ATT now cleaning toilets, so he's upped his level as a fighter, and I think that we're going to see like a different Shinryu this time. I like the fight.
How about Dean? Same question to you.
Yeah, I think that the RIZIN brass was waiting too. They weren't sure what they were going to announce, and then they saw what happened and how much heat this one has. So for sure they had to go with it.
Now, Sam, you said you listened to Yamato Damashi. What do you think about Ensign's criticism of this? He said it was very breaking down like. He said he did not like it.
The confrontation?
Yeah.
I mean, like, breaking down-esque would, like, infer that they were, like, two hoodlums, like, tattooed up and, like, throwing shit at each other and, like, cursing. But, like, they're just hyping up the fight. You know, they're two mixed martial artists. You know, they're about respect inside the ring. If they want to hype up the fight outside the ring, let them do it. Like, they have a history. Why not bring the hype levels up? I didn't really see anything wrong with it. You see worse, I think, with like Hiramoto. If you're going to talk about breaking down-esque,
I think Hiramoto's is more cringy. He's kind of like, I feel like at least what the translation seems like. It seems like it's more like edgelord stuff, and it's just like, I don't know.
I don't know how it can be gauged differently, because like I think like most Japanese fans will just like think Hiramoto's like a god or whatever, so they'll praise his trash talk. But like from the translations of like what I'm being told by people, it seems like very kind of like Xbox Live party chat kind of trash talk, and like very cringeworthy, very abrasive, brash, ignorant.
Oh, Muhammad says that Ogi Shinryu might have the saltiest fight, so bit of trash talk worth the crazy. Yeah, listen, that long line sold me on the fight. Clean for ATT. That really did. Yeah.
Hopefully that's in the VDR.
They definitely got to put that. That's definitely making the video. By the way, I guess I didn't bring this up as well. Have you guys noticed that they're starting to subtitle the co-main events and main events for these fights?
Yeah. I made a tweet about it during the event. I said, I'm glad they're putting English subtitles on the Danny Sabatello VTR, but I'm still not going to read them. Because, like, I don't know. His VTRs are pretty boring, but, like, I liked where they subtitled the Mix Akimoto main event, because that was one of the best RIZIN VTRs ever, I think.
I gotta say, for next for Zulu, him versus Soya, Takagi Soya. We're gonna go for the ringer. What do you think, Dean? Him versus Takagi Soya.
That's not bad. I'll take it.
How about you, Sam? Unless there's somebody different.
I was gonna do Mota versus Soya, then Ito or Zulu versus who was it? The guy who beat Arai, Lee.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh, okay. I was just
Good.
thinking of all the 125 guys just going around, like ringing around the rosy against each other.
You could also do like Zulu versus like Tetsuki Shinasuke if you want to get fun with it.
Oh, that could be a tough fight for him. I don't know. Is Shinosuke's grappling? Has he trained?
No, it's not there. But I don't like. Will Zulu grapple? Maybe might. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it could be a fun striking fight.
Okay. Okay, gotcha. But hopefully it's not in winter though. Hopefully it will not be in the winter.
It has to be in the winter.
Wait, is that when he said he's stronger, or is that?
Yeah,
no.
because that's the winter was when he fought Haraguchi New Year's
Okay.
Eve. It was the summer where he said Japan was too humid.
Oh, okay. Yes, you're right. You're right. Okay, so sorry guys, I didn't know we were taking up so much time. We'll try to be terse with this. Kuya defeated Hamasaki armbar. I think. Yeah, I didn't think this. I thought it would go to decision, but yeah, I have to say I think Hamasaki shot at this point. What do you think, Sam?
Yeah, Hamasaki is fucking 50. Like, I didn't really expect much more from this fight. It's sad to see her lose, obviously, but I think we have like a new atomweight contender in Natasha. So, like, hopefully we see her like in a title eliminator or maybe just a title match now that the belt is vacant.
Oh,
I think she looked great.
So Tisan says, Okuba says to Shinryu, hey, you're now 18, you now are age 18, you don't have to come to the gym with your father. Shinryu replied, hey, you are now, your father has a child. Oh, okay. I think I know what he's saying. Okay. I remember hearing about this. Shinryu,
Well, Okikubo's his mentor, right? Like,
yeah. This may be some I guess, well, it wasn't Black Power Extra lore. Let's see. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay. Hey, Shinryu replied, hey, you are now a father who has a child. I was lucky because I was not a child of yours. You are the worst guy, not changing from a long time ago. My father was a good father. We got some daddy issues.
this is like fucking freaky trash talk, dude.
Freaky trash talk, yeah. Okay. This was said in YouTube comments also.
Oh.
Okay.
I
Okay.
didn't
Wow.
know
Okay.
John Nash. I didn't know John Nash could speak Japanese.
Okay. Is that you, John Nash? Is that the real you? I'm really curious to know. That's interesting. Okay, I didn't know about any of this, by the way. I did not know any. This is all news to me.
No, because the commentary didn't like. I know the commentary, the translation post fight is hit and miss if they'll actually translate it or not, or if they'll translate it accurately. But no, they kind of went silent after.
My guess is that
that
the Ogi Kubo line made Shingo crack up so much he just didn't have any time to send the translations to Schiavello.
Well, sometimes Schiavello just like says what he wants. Like sometimes they'll say something completely different, and Schiavello just get on the mic and start fucking yapping. But
it's not that John Nash. Okay, but yeah. Dean, what do you think about? How do you think this fight went? I know. I know.
I actually thought she had some pretty good grappling. I thought it was like a heavy pressure, like, kind of modern judo, jujitsu, or just MMA grappling. So I'm not like against watching her. I kind of like the pressure she was putting and what she was setting up. I wasn't bored by it. So yeah, I'll definitely watch her fight for the vacant title.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. I say though that 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, I think Hamasaki would beat her. Do you agree with me, Sam or Dean?
Yeah, Ayaka was dynamic.
Make it more competitive, at least.
Ayaka was dynamic once upon a time, man. She'd be like, she'd get it into the clinch and she'd be like doing flying arm bars and shit. Really fast grappler. Like, exciting to watch. Right now, like, I think she just lost some of that edge, lost some of that speed. I think the technique is still there. I just don't think she has the like athletic ability to support it anymore, unfortunately.
Ever since she broke her arm in the Grand Prix, Zulu Park, that's really when I was like, okay.
She has fucked knees as well, so.
Oh my God! T-San's giving all this lore. Okay, Okubo replied to Shinryu, "Why don't you put your father as your corner man? I can show in front of your father that you can get completely beaten."
Whoa!
This is going down. This is going some freaky rabbit holes, man.
This is like way too. This is like actually too far from Okubo.
This is too far. I
thought Okubo was gonna be like, "I'm gonna beat your ass, man. You're a toilet cleaner." But now he's like, "I'm gonna beat you like senseless in front of your father, and I'm gonna beat him up." And like, what the fuck is this? Like, I'm gonna schedule a match with your father. What?
Now I'm thinking knock him out in front of his father, like Frank Mir.
Now the more that T-San talks about, the more I'm getting more excited for the fight now. I was like, okay, the ATT is great.
I encouraged the incorrect, or not the incorrect, sorry, the shaky translation, because sometimes it creates like lore.
Oh,
and I don't know, like humor to it, because it could be like bog standard in Japanese, you know. It could be just like salty fights. There's another one. Like striking is called hitting.
Yeah.
And I think not hitting, batting. It's called batting, and then like, fuck, what grappling is called something really funny.
But
round attacks or something, like some shit like that.
Andre brings up that he would like to have seen Izawa and Natasha. I think I would have liked it too, but apparently Izawa watched that fight backstage. Is like, okay, Koro, get me pregnant right now, so I don't have to fight her. And she vacated. That didn't happen, but
I don't think Koro was saying that.
No. Of course.
I think Izawa was the dominant type.
Yeah. But yeah. Always something happens. Anyway. I think they're gonna do probably Natasha versus I think Oshima. I think that's what they're gonna probably do.
Who's Reina gonna fight?
Katie Perez when she beats Kato Lotus player.
Fuck's sake.
You think they would put Reina? I don't know. Would they do Reina since she already just fought for it? That was like the last fight. At least Oshima has a recent win.
This is Reina said 2027 was her final year in her
career. Yeah.
I think of Lotus. Lotus beats Perez on 53. Then they'll do Lotus versus Reina Super Rising 3. Then they'll fit Hamasaki versus, or not Hamasaki, Oshima versus Natasha for a vacant belt.
Hey, listen, you're saying that Kate Lotus player will definitely defeat Katie Perez. Imagine Katie Perez first round knockout of Kate Lotus player.
Let's keep going. Let's keep it moving.
And she doesn't miss weight. She makes the weight. So it counts.
No, man. Kato Oyama has some nasty go-go platters from the bottom. I could see some shit happening.
What do you think, Dean? You think they'll do Reina versus Natasha, or you think they'll do Oshima?
They'll probably do Oshima. I don't think she matches up the best with Natasha, but it makes sense. It's the two deserving ones.
So the problem is that I think if you do Reina, I think the outcome is still, I think Natasha would beat her from the grappling.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
So that's why I don't think they want to do that just yet. Do you see that, Sam? Do you see?
Oh yeah, no, I don't think they want Reina in any fights that she'll lose from now until the end of her career. So I think Lotus will be the next step if she wins versus Katie Perez. You know, big if.
I was gonna say if they do Reina versus Suda.
No, because Suda would just beat her worse.
You think so? Suda's still a child though.
She's not a child. She's like 21. She's
okay.
like, I think she's more of a dynamic grappler than what's her name, Natasha. Like I think Suda has more submissions, like more threat to Reina.
Oh, Seesaw's still going on.
Oh my god.
Shinryu said in the media, this society, a lot of power harassment, but not allowed to beat back the harassment guy. But martial art event, we could so imagine Ogi Kubo as your harassment boss.
What?
So I guess he's saying that like he's gonna represent all the people who've been harassed by their bosses. So if you ever were harassed by your boss, cheer for me because I'm gonna beat that boss that treated you badly.
The VTR for this fight better be like spectacular.
And it better be subtitled too. I guess also quickly as well. Who do you match up Hamasaki with? They should do Hamasaki versus Perez. They should do that regardless of the outcome.
Put her
Ayaka versus retirement.
Vixie retire?
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh
Sam.
yeah, fuck.
That's all you, man.
It took a few seconds for me to register. Yeah, lovely.
She did say in that interview with Drake Briggs, by the way, a great interview. Yeah, he did it. I don't know if he did it without the powers that be at what's it called? Uncrowned, Nulling or whatever. But yeah, great interview with Hamasaki, where she said she will retire when she feels like it's ready to retire. So.
But she said she's more comfortable in her skin now. She said she's wearing the clothes she wants to wear. She has the hair she wants to wear, or have, I guess. She's looking handsome.
She's looking handsome. Yeah, I mistaked her for a man at the press conference. I would tell her to.
Sir,
I tell you what. This is why I think they're going to. What they're who's the lady who beat who Noelle beat? Noelle
Bomi
Lee Bomi.
Right there. Yeah, Ayaka beats her. I think 9 out of 10 times.
10 out of 10.
Out of 100 times.
Okay. If you want to go that far.
Bomi Lee is tricky calf kicks though. That's the thing.
Oh, that's true.
She's a crazy right straight.
Sam, this is all you.
Moving on.
I bet you were still happy when you watched this fight. You felt vindicated.
I kind of I had a sneaky suspicion that this was gonna play out the way it did. Majima just a bigger guy, really, really strong, dominant performance. I will say this though, I didn't expect the performance to be this dominant, this one-sided. Partly because I think kind of Gallagher played into Majima's game. Majima would go for the takedowns. Gallagher would jump the guillotine. He'd hold on to that guillotine, and that was essentially like a guard pull for Gallagher. He accepted bottom position, didn't really have initiative to get back up to his feet. Had a lot of elbows in round 1. But then, he pulls the same shit in round 2 and round 3. Pulls the guillotine, just accepts bottom position, leaves Majima get on him. Then in the third, Majima works towards that arm triangle choke, puts him completely cold. Like really, really, really dominant performance and like a statement went from Majima, I feel.
That blue collar strength.
You said something. Majima has the personality of an anvil.
He really does. It's one of the worst interviews I've ever done. And I'm not doing that to attack him. He just is not someone who's interesting at all.
His boss was there. His boss was there in the venue. Had to win versus Gallagher in front of his boss.
Super Anime King says with Saika gone, it could be a great way to bring back Seohee Ham if the Korea show is still coming. Well, I know why Ham's not coming back, so it's for really, really dumb reasons. So she's an unrealistic pick. I can't say why here. I can only say off air. Listen, Majima's I talked to Gallagher. He said that that his MMA would ever beat Majima's old style grappling. No, sometimes what's old is new, man. Sometimes that old man strength is just what you need. We're talking about also Sabatello, like you, Dean. We're talking about like how Sabatello there's a difference between like when I see Sabatello and Majima grapple. Majima knows when he's safe, and when he knows when to like, oh, okay, I can transition to here safely. I'm not in any danger. I can put this on. I can put this on at the right time and with the right amount of force, and to, without sacrificing, putting myself in a bad position. What do you think when you see Dean when Majima grapples with his opponents?
He was great. He was so tight, and just smothering. It's hard to say for sure, to get a read on 2026 Gallagher. Like, did he fall off? Is he still the same threat he was? Because he just got smothered from start to finish. And I don't really know if that was him coming in unprepared or just he ran into a tough opponent in Majima. I thought Majima's grappling looked great. Maybe he just does that to everybody from now on.
I think, what that saying from Bruce Lee? I'd rather practice 10,000 moves one move 10,000 times than 10,000 moves one time.
Right.
You could be so good at everything, jack of all trades, master of none. I think it's fair to say, and well, I think you could agree that that Gallagher is a good MMA fighter. He's well-rounded in an MMA context, but in pure grappling, when he's facing someone who's just a better grappler and all edge, that sometimes just is what you need to win, especially when you're unprepared for how strong and how good the grappling is. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Gallagher, I just really don't think he's a featherweight. I think for him to compete at that division, it's going to be very hard because the guys are just going to be bigger, stronger. Majima showed that. I'd suggest a drop down if he was to continue fighting in RIZIN, which I think it was a multiple fight deal that he signed.
Yes, yeah. Oh, he's definitely multiple fights. Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, as well, I know that some were suggesting that Shaydullaev should have faced him. Like, it should have been like first. This Shaydullaev would have mowed through him.
Yeah.
This Gallagher, it would have been.
Yeah.
Not as bad as Kubo. Maybe actually equally as bad as Kubo, I'll say.
I think because Kubo at least has the striking. I don't think Gallagher has that striking, and I don't think Gallagher has that. I don't think Gallagher has that resistance. I think Kubo's a bit of toughness to him, to be honest.
But
maybe
guys,
Gallagher doesn't.
You know what we can talk. We know what we can do. We can finally say this. We can finally get the rematch of the century.
Mix versus Gallagher. Yeah.
I don't think they're going to do that though. I think they're still. I think they're going to save Gallagher for the Jap. He's Japan versus world guy. I think.
Yeah, for sure. That's what they paid for.
Imagine though if we got Patchy Mix versus Gallagher on one show with Patricky versus who's the belt? Sabatello versus who's the other Bellator guy?
Rofi on Stotts.
Oh my god!
Imagine we just got that. We got that for everything on prelim is Japanese guys, and post intermission is just a Bellator card.
Yeah, that's fit for the Osaka Dome.
Oh yeah, no, that's fit for Sendai. They should do that for Sendai.
Sendai should just be like Bellator, They wear fucking red gloves.
And a rising cage. Oh, Octagon, sorry.
Rising Octagon.
Would you who would you if we're not Patchy Mix versus Gallagher? What would you do with Gallagher next? You said bantamweight he should go to, Sam. Assuming whether or not, who would you match him up with against in that case?
If he's going to bantamweight, Japanese bantamweight, I can't think of any. That will
Gengar?
He's
the Japanese.
Oh, I thought he was. He talked so much Japanese. I thought he was. No, sorry, my brain was confused. Sorry.
Yeah.
If Naoki loses to the PFL guy, that's a good one for him.
That's interesting. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't think about that.
I think Naoki would just I think that would be a dominant performance for Naoki. Chop his head off.
That's the point.
Yeah,
that's why they're bringing him in.
Do you want to promote Naoki? I don't think I think Gallagher honestly offers more than Naoki to the RIZIN audience. Naoki's personality of a wet towel, really nothing to him, uninspiring fight style. I think there's a reason they shipped him off the PFL first, rather than any other fighter.
I think they wanted to get a win against a foreigner, and then you can save like maybe the Sabatello rematch on the line. I think that's why I think they went with that. Also, UNX probably has some say as well. Because I don't know. So I don't know. I also am curious to know would he would still have been champion? Did he get the fight because he lost the championship, or because was this negotiated while he was champion? That I would like to know about. That if. Show weather. We're talking about 135 for Gallagher. Let's just assume that he does that because the only other fight I think at 145 would be maybe Kleber. What do you think? How do you think Kleber would just plow through him, Sam?
No, you have
Kyohei subs him like with ease, like utter ease. Like I think Gallagher when he comes up against someone who's a better grappler, like it's just going to be like the Majima fight. And Kyohei isn't exactly like a dominant wrestler type like Majima with submission threat. I don't think Kleber is particularly strong. I think his submission threat is like out of this world, unbelievable. People don't give him the credit. He'd find something versus Gallagher.
J-Wolf finds him boring.
Kyohei?
Yeah.
But like how?
You don't know about that. You don't know about that lore. We got to talk about that. No, we'll talk about that later.
Really. Yeah. Okay. It's like autistic jiu-jitsu, man. Like you cannot actually.
That's the only type of jiu-jitsu that's out there. Those are only.
Yeah, sure. Well, there's gay jiu-jitsu.
Oh, gay jiu-jitsu, yeah. Now, if you're gay autistic jiu-jitsu like Craig Jones.
Fuck.
No. Muhammad says Gallagher for Ando Kuhn's comeback fight. Would Ando knock him out? I don't think there'd be that much of a size difference between those two. Actually, Gallagher could be bigger than him.
Gallagher's probably longer than him. I think he's a bit taller. Like Ando's a short little guy, but he's built.
Oh, Chris, we already talked about mixed versus Gal. Imagine if they do that. Imagine if they do that at 135.
It's just a nothing burger because like you bring these guys to RIZIN with hopes of them like plowing through the Japanese stars and then becoming like a strong fighter that you can boast to the global stage, or the Japanese guy beats them and then like solidifies themselves like, okay, I beat this guy who comes from the world level. If you put them like the foreigners against each other, who does it actually benefit? It's just like a Bellator fight in RIZIN rather than a RIZIN fight, you know? Because I don't think I was just going to say, I don't think Mix is going to benefit from like that win. I don't think Gallagher is going to benefit from that win.
John Nash says Kashimura. Well, Kashimura I think Kashimura would sub Gallagher.
I think Kashimura would sub him as well. That's a good fight. That's what I would do.
I think first round. Okay, if Gallagher survived the first round, I think then Gallagher has a big chance of winning. Okay, that one. Okay, that one I like more. I like that more.
Yeah, I like that fight. Jinosuke versus Gallagher. That's a really good fight. Thank you, John Nash.
Yes, thank you, fake John Nash. Majima, I said that I have no problem if he's put in the title, buffer title for Shaydullaev, with this win. So, because I really don't know who. I don't think you want to rematch him with Kleber. I don't think you want to do the rematch with Vugar. So
didn't fight Vugar.
Look, Majima fought
the Majima. I thought you were talking about Shaydullaev.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So I don't know, like Hagiwara. We all know how that fight would go, even if he won. I don't know. What about Majima versus Abijah? Izzy, if you're here, how would you feel about that fight?
Is Izzy Abijah? God, that guy was riding him hard earlier in the chat.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I first I was confused. I was like, is that Izzy that we know?
No.
That's Izzy Doa, but this was Izzy, but he's Izzy Dots. So I was confused.
Yeah, no, Izzy Doa's fast asleep.
Okay. Yeah. So I think I don't know. Am I alone on an island with the Majima title shots? And especially because you heard that pop he got. You heard how Mr. No Personality got that pop from the audience. I was like,
Anvil personality.
Who the fuck does he know? Who the fuck?
No, he's a lot of.
It's absurd.
He's a lot of fans because on like SNS, like after the fight, like you got a lot of like yes Majima, and they're like posting the fucking.
He just got
stickers.
SNS. He just got SNS just like a year or two ago. He didn't have any social media.
He doesn't post either.
Yes.
He just doesn't.
Who is it?
Post.
Is it Norie who has social media but he never posts as well? Is that it?
Norie?
One of those kickboxing, yeah. Or he has like one or two posts like a year. something like that. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I have no problem. Listen, Shaydullaev will obviously win, but it's just kind of like, I don't know. It's somebody different, you know. I just don't want. I don't need a clever rematch with Shaydullaev. Yeah. Just like a new body in there, even though we know how it's gonna.
I just think someone who matches Majima's strength will just it'll be unfortunate for.
AZ Ray says, why do you think RIZIN doesn't do landmarks events? Why don't do more landmark events in a year? Because those are for the smaller those are for the smaller arena type things.
Yeah, they visit arenas, or like places in Japan that they wouldn't go to often, like not that aren't on their numbered events schedule. Like Fukuoka, I don't think they hosted RIZIN 46 or 43, because I think Fukuda fought Ursin in Fukuoka. Maybe that's completely wrong. I remember doing some research on Fukuoka's RIZIN event before, but yeah, Landmark is meant to go to these places where they're not typically going.
And AZ Rays, none of us saw the new One Championship Beast Russell Crowe movie.
Of course not.
AZ Rays wants to do the recent budget cuts from One Championship and mass layoffs. A good sign for RIZIN. It could essentially acquire all their MMA and kickboxing. Well, I don't know about their kickboxing. It definitely opens up the MMA stuff. But we saw UFC already signed a bunch of those one fighters. The Chinese one, I forgot her name. Reese McLaren is in UAE Warriors, I think. Some are going to Brave. The kickboxing one.
Reese McLaren, he was booked for, I think it was Brave or UAE, but he pulled out because of the conflict in the Middle East.
Oh yes, I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot about that. There's other the kickboxing ones. I don't know, RWS or Glory for the heavier guys, maybe. But RIZIN would definitely go after the Japanese guys. So as soon as Tatsumitsu Wada,
Wakamatsu.
Wakamatsu, yeah, Wada, Wakamatsu. Because I think Wada fought in RIZIN, I think, or was it Wakamatsu? One of them did. Yeah. So I would see those Japanese guys come to. I was going to say RIZIN as soon as their contracts are up. Those atom weights, I have no. Isn't one of them? I think one of them got already signed to somewhere.
Road to UFC.
Yeah, I think 2 or 3 of them got signed to Road to UFC. I think I know Yang Jiang did. The woman champion, the female championship person.
Yeah,
I can't see RIZIN though getting all this talent. Listen, I'll be honest. Some of them should. It'd be great, if Adriana Martinez came to RIZIN. He'd be great.
Marias.
Right. I'm sorry. My brain.
He's fighting Mikhaev on the MVP card.
Yeah. So there's that option. I don't know.
I think
okay.
Some of the one female fighters who are Japanese, I think, would really bolster that Japanese woman or RIZIN women's divisions. Like Chiro Sawada, Ayaka.
What's
Itsuki even?
Itsuki. Yeah. No, Itsuki's I think RIZIN would go after her immediately.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to remember. Was it Sawada? Who's the other one? There's Sawada and Miura. I know one of them didn't want to sign with RIZIN. I think it might have been Sawada.
No, Sawada went because Sawada was in Shuto, I think.
Yeah.
Then she went to Combate Global.
I think she was the one who didn't want to sign with RIZIN. I thought they were the one who. I think she was the one who was interested in, or RIZIN was interested in her, but she didn't want to sign with them. One of them. It was either. I think it was Sawada. I'm definitely.
She's at a lot of events. I never see Ayaka there. Because obviously Sawada's friendly with all the women's fighters, so she's there cornering sometimes.
Oh yeah. Isn't that, remember when we were I think, I don't know if you were here, but I don't know, it was with J-Wolf. We were brainstorming fighters for Izawa to fight after Reina, and they were apparently it was who to fight Reina, and a bunch of them were all training partners from former AACC fighters. That's the Shaydullaev of
that's what people were saying. Or that's what I was saying when you think it was J-Wolf who was demanding an atomweight GP. I was dude, just watch a RIZIN Confessions video and you'll see a fucking atomweight GP in the gym because they all train together. There's no point of putting these fighters in who are friends, Because obviously, like, you can put friendship aside for martial arts, but like some of these girls are like they've been training with each other since they were like 18. You know, they're in their 30s. It's like Ayaka mentored Reina, which is crazy to think.
Yeah.
Why would those two want to fight? Like, I don't know.
Remember when the Grand Prix happened? I remember in the they were like, so what happens if you two are in the finals or whatever? They said, well, that's the only time we'll ever fight each other was in the finals. Like, again, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, a lot. Watch those confessions videos when like Ayaka on like I don't want to say AACC because they're not AACC anymore, but like those fight, like they're all together. You're like,
I can't remember what the gym is called. Like Machi trains there, Noel trains there, Itsuki trains there, Ayaka trains there, Reina trains there. What's it called? Halo Gym or some shit?
Yeah, I think Halio. Is it Halio?
Halio? Something like that. And they're all training at like these JDT women's classes as well. So
I see J Wolf is roasting me in the Discord, so I guess that'll be the sign to go on to the next fight. Zuma Daisy beat Kenya. Did you see the Pancreas's apology when Tenya missed weight, Sam?
Yeah, I seen their social media post. It's funny. It's funny how like I know we are obviously like in agreement with how Japan looks towards weight cuts.
Yeah.
But
the
it's funny how
like and then this.
It's funny how like remorseful like the fighters are and how the promotions are.
My understanding, and it's T-San, you're in the cat. Apparently, Tenya was not remorseful at first, but then he got a lot of backlash from social media.
Tenya was because I remember he posted like I won't listen to the haters, but then like all the fans were like we're not hating on you, you missed weight, like you deserve, it's fair criticism, and like Tenya was like kind of getting pissy. Tenya's a big guy, man.
When I saw this, I was like, yeah, it was kind of like bound to happen eventually that he was going to miss weight at 155.
I don't know how he hasn't before, to be honest.
I don't know either. I mean, so I was told that he got sick while weight cutting, and then that's why he stopped weight cutting, because it was getting to the point of like, I don't know, Dean. I don't know if you ever had to deal with that, where like you're weight cutting and then suddenly you get sick because you're like you just are just shedding so much and like.
I've made weight every time, Andrew.
Okay, no, but like in the process of cutting.
No, it sucks, but it's also, I mean, it was bound to happen. It's an unfortunate situation because there really isn't like, unless you're at heavyweight or something, like that's the biggest you can fight in Japan. You know, is it lightweight? There's no RIZIN welterweight division. So
yes,
tell that to Spike Carlisle.
Tell that the Yambo Saika. Go to Yamauchi.
So, J-Wolf, I know you're listening. I still can't believe that you said that Saika was a welterweight. I'm so baffled.
Yeah. He's never been above fucking 55 in his life.
Muhammad says Nurkics win adds more fuel to the last pride propaganda.
It does.
Oh man! So many of the John Nash says that many of them do strength and conditioning at Halio and training at Shoko Sato's gym. Okay.
Oh. Yeah, John Nash knows about MMA or JMMA rather.
Maybe you are the real John Nash and you're just lying to us. Maybe. Anyway, but thank you for all that info, John. Really appreciate it. So in the case of Tenya, I mean, you could see this guy was just throwing with power and all that. There was always that danger of knockout, but it seemed like Nurkic kind of like predicted how this fight. I think we all predicted Nurkic was going to win, right?
Yeah.
Nurkic just knew when to get in, when to get out. Even I was so surprised by the grappling at the third round, where we like picked up. He just like jumped Tenya and took his back.
The noise on that slam was crazy.
And then Chiavello or Damian Brown was like, I see Nurkic's going to take it pretty easy since he knows that he doesn't have to do that, doesn't really have to do anything to win. And no, Nurkic was still fighting to win that. Credit to him, man.
Yeah, of course. You have to like.
Question: do you think Nurkan could make featherweight, Sam?
Yeah. I think he's on the smaller side of 55.
Okay.
Do I think he will? No, but I think 55 is more opportunities for him, especially in RIZIN.
Dean, what do you think about? So, what do you do with Nurkan next? I know we talked about before. Or possibly what you do with him next, Horie. I think you said. Did you? Or was it
I said
somebody-
Horie.
Oh, sorry. What do you want to do with Mr. Zumagazi next?
Give him Satoshi.
Oh, okay. I'm fine. Satoshi's we talk about big fat lightweights.
Yeah, that's Jesus Christ.
Maybe that should be Tenya's punishment fight. Is facing Satoshi next.
Well, I was going to say non-title match, but he doesn't have the belt.
Oh yeah.
Fuck. It's been so long.
I know. Tenya, what do you do with Tenya next? Do you give Tenya another shot, or Sam, or just go to Pancras, get some wins? What do you do with this young guy? He's only 21 or 22, by the way, I think.
Yeah. He's ridiculously young, and I think he still has a future ahead of him. But right now, if I'm RIZIN, I'd say go back down to Pancras, go to deep, whatever. Do what you want. Get the weight under control. When you're more of a professional, when you have that shit under control, come back to us. We'll give you the fights. But go develop, get more professional. When you come back.
How about you, Dean? What would you do with Tenya?
If they bring him back, he's got to go outside and pick up a bunch of belts at welterweight and really run his record up.
Welterweight or welterweight or lightweight?
He's going to be a welterweight, right? He already would be if he had that avenue.
Probably should be at it now, to tell you the truth. If he's
right. That's what I mean. It's just so I think I don't know. Well, if he goes back and wins 3 lightweight fights, are they going to care? Or is his opportunity more to go try to win at 170, try to win a belt at one of those other leagues, and then hope that RIZIN's expanded or he has some more opportunities later on. But he's got to go back to the drawing board and pick up some wins anyway. So,
Mohammed's saying Nurkan versus Kungpo Kim. Not opposed to that. Not
bad at all.
It's a good one.
Or who's it? I get the 2 good Korean guys. There's him and Won Bin Ki. We got
the Red Horse.
Yeah, this is okay. Okay, yes, okay.
Kim Kyung
Won Bin Ki was the
Sorry,
it's right?
It's like Kilma Akimoto and Kazuki Aimoto,
Even Verdict fucked that one up.
Oh man. And last fight, if I have it, can find it here. Anyway, Hinotori destroying Honda. Sam, what do you think of?
Cool.
What do you think of Hinotori's entrance?
Disney-like
entrance.
He kind of looked like a character from Zelda, like Tingle. I think the little green hat, little green kind of tunic. Walked out it was really weird, and his cornerman didn't actually take off that costume while the fight was happening. So it panned the camera angle panned to the outside viewing of the RIZIN Octagon, and you could see his corner there, full attire still. It's hilarious. It was awesome, man. I loved it.
Dean, what do you think?
Yeah, I liked him. I don't know if I would have stopped the fight right there, but
it was right at the very last second or 5 seconds.
It was weird, right? It was weird, but whatever.
Oh, 4:59. Okay. Yeah.
It was going to happen anyway, so sure. Hey, welcome to the show.
So both these guys are RIZIN debutees. Sam, do you think either of them have earned another RIZIN shot, or is it back to deep, buddy?
Oh, well, Honda needs to go back to deep and just stay there. I think Hinotori definitely needs to be given another shot on a landmark prelim.
How about you, Dean?
Yeah, there's so many guys that it's what are we going to do with this guy? He can only strike. Perfect. That's why you keep these, guys like Hinotori around. And if you want to see how they're developing and you want to put him in a, fight with somebody who can grapple, do it. And then if he doesn't win, hey, he can fight one of these other kickboxing crossovers.
Gotcha. Tison says that he loves Hinotori, Firebird. His costume, or and opening and walk are even different.
I love it. He looks like a Final Fantasy character.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Does that do you like that? I don't know. Whenever people, I don't know, it's that thing where I'm like, I don't know, Sam, maybe you can relate this more, where people are like, oh, it's so Japanese, it's so cute, or what, you know what I'm saying? When people just like pick it out because like, oh, someone's wearing like sunglasses or like a fur coat, and then they just like they fawn over because it's like
Ting Japan.
Yeah.
Like, but you think this entrance would be looked at differently if it was like an American guy?
Well, didn't Izzy get shit for like doing his did he do like a Naruto entrance or something? Or he did something.
No,
he did
like
some like choreographed anime dance.
Oh,
yeah, a cultural thing, I think, too, and like that.
Oh, T-san said that Hinotori is in Brave, but he's not as a pro. He's subscribed as a general member. I have no idea. What?
It's like a Shinryu Ogikubo fatter kind of translation thing going here.
T-san, if you have any more lore from Shinryu Ogikubo, I think we would love to hear that. I think we could just spend a whole night just going on the entire lore between those two. Just make that entire show. I'll start with you, Dean. Do you have a favorite fight from this show?
Ooh, you know, I always like seeing a good submission. We saw 3 really good ones in a row. With the armbar, the choking Gallagher all the way unconscious, and the kimura. So yeah, I'll probably go with Makoto Shinryu's kimura. I thought that was the best moment of the night.
How about you, Sam?
I love the Majima performance, and then not even for like the seeing Gallagher lose. I just thought Majima like looked fucking brilliant, start to finish, really dominant performance.
Yeah, I would. You know what? I think the NerdCon Tenya fight was a lot of fun. I really like that fight, even though Tenya missed weight. I think if there was like one fight to characterize this fight night, I think it would probably that's for me is. What I know you just kind of gave John Nash says Hinotori's way better than his real name, Kyohei Tagaki, because it is so confusing. Is that a popular name, John Nash? Is that like a very common? When I think of Takagi, I'm trying to think. There's Ryo Takagi. There's Shingo Takagi, but he's in pro wrestling. You might have a point that because also you have now Kyohei. Okay. Season says Hinotori, the guy who looked like a fairy, is called Disney Tinkerbell or something. We're gonna go down a lore of Disney characters for Japan. Anyway, did you? So you said finish of the night was Majima, Sam?
Just fight of the night for me.
Oh, okay.
I like that fight.
What was you have a finish of the night?
It has to be Azizbek versus Fukuda, as depressing as it was for me. But no, that was a brutal kick out.
You made me forget
brutal.
Any finishes for the night for you, Dean?
That one as well. That was a pretty sick knockout.
Oh man!
And then the 3 submissions. I guess you could say the main event was just kind of like a beatdown finish, but it didn't have like that exact highlight moment, which was kind of a bummer. But it still showed a lot of the game and the strengths of the champ.
Okay, sad. I have to agree with that, unfortunately. Sam, I guess the last thing to talk about, you did a nice little breakdown of this RIZIN press conference that just happened for RIZIN 53. Anything you want to say about that? Was there anything that stood out for you, or anything that you think how you think RIZIN will go from there? Like
53, or was it Super RIZIN?
Super RIZIN
5.
Super RIZIN 5, yes.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. They're announcing it very far out from the actual date of the event, but Sakaki Bar said that it was just to let fans know like ahead of schedule so they can work around, because it's on a Thursday, right? So it's like precautions and whatever has to be taken before for like fans to get there.
Why is it?
It
on
is
a
weird
Thursday?
because I think it was something with the venue had to be booked. It was booked on like the Saturday. I don't know.
Oh, I thought it was because of Golden Week. Wait, no, that's way ahead of Golden. What am I saying?
That's super RIZIN.
Yeah.
I think Nakatani anyway is Golden Week, isn't it?
Oh. Sorry to interrupt this. We still got more. We got more Shinryu Ogi Kubo lore. Apparently, Ogi Kubo apologized to Shinryu, saying, "Sorry, it was all my fault." But Shinryu did not forgive Ogi Kubo.
I love it.
I want to know. Like, I want to write a book on this.
This again. This deserves its own episode. There's just so, like you said, this should be the best VTR ever. This should be the best confessions ever. It should just be. There should be a confessions devoted just for these two at this point. Dean, any last comments you want to say about that press conference? I don't know if you saw the breakdown of what happened.
I didn't know. I have to check it out.
Okay, no problem. Sam, where can people find you and reach you and bother you?
Bother me on Twitter. Bother me on Substack. I think Substack has DMs. That'll where all my work will be. All my work will be shared to Twitter though. So Twitter @Samarant. I think just 2 O's. Should be able to find me.
I always forget how many O's are in your name. Sam Rude. Okay, there we are. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 O's. Okay.
4 O's. Look for me. Bother me.
And then your Substack, you have to put zeros instead. Now it bursts my brain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 O's. Dean, where can people reach you? And also, you have a YouTube channel, I think.
Yeah, Front Range Fighters is do some of the interviews depending on who's doing them, but you can follow the Front Range Fighters Facebook page. We'll always tell you, if it's not me, if it's somebody else, we'll link them. Mostly like local coverage from the Front Range region. Find me at Open Mat.
Mohammed says, bit funny to have an emergency press conference to announce a future events.
That's what I was saying.
That was kind of funny.
Like they're making it to be like this emergency presser was around, like built around Mikuru's opponent, and they didn't even announce his opponent.
That's what I thought. I didn't stay up to watch it, so I got the next day. I was looking through RIZIN thing. I'm like, there's no fight announcement. I was so good. Yeah.
They go a lot of different directions for that. It would be an interesting episode to talk about. That event could be fucking nuts.
Anime King says they better not call Hiromoto Asakura match 2 when the rematch is right there. I think they learned their lesson. I hope they learned their lesson from the first time they tried that. Yeah,
I don't think that'll be made for a bit. I don't think it'll be made on this card, to be honest. I think it would have been announced if they were targeting that. Like Sakakibara, his tone was like, he was asked, like the press and like asked him, like, is Hiromoto going to fight Asakura again? And he's like, nah. So he kind of like shut it down.
Well, you see, I think their plans for Hagiwara and Mikuru kind of got a little bit upset. So they may not. They may be still negotiating, possibly.
It's all the way in September,
Yeah, I can't. I have to believe that they would have announced a fight for Hagiwara and Mikuru this week if Hagiwara had won. I don't think this press conference was like made last minute. There's no way it could have been like a last minute. I guess it just seems like it was too obvious that they were going to go Mikuru and Hagiwara, and then that's obviously caused plans to go awry. Oh, we got more! Oh my god!
Oh my god!
When Super RIZIN 3 happened, Ogi Kubo versus Shinryu was announced. Originally, Ogi Kubo said, "Can you punch me?" Shinryu replied, "Teach Ogi Kubo Sensei, I will overcome you." That's a kinder way to say it. But when Ogi Kubo
brought up the bathroom,
bathroom clean topic, they got complicated relationship. Okay, yeah.
Oh.
And Super Anime says Hiromoto might still be hurt. He might be still hurt. Listen, Travis Scott announces a concert on that week. We're not seeing Hiromoto fights. I guarantee it. No, do not. And I'm still with Sam. Sorry, King CeeLo, Code Mayday. If you're here, I'm still with Sam that he's overrated as a draw. he's got internet fans, but I don't think.
Yeah, that's what we were saying earlier in the week. Like Hiromoto's fans exist on SNS, and they'll like his post, and they'll call him God or whatever. They'll use like random English terms in his Twitter replies.
Fuck MMA
like,
beginner.
Yeah, or what did he quoted the press conference tweet announcement with something. It's like
fuck. I just assume that he just says fuck all the time. That's all he said.
I think it was like I know or some like stupid shit, but whatever.
Oh.
Like those fans like aren't buying tickets. They're too young.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're you know the term hikikomori? You ever hear that term, Sam?
Yeah.
I think they're probably hikikomoris.
Maybe.
So yeah, by the way, as well, please like this. Please comment. Algorithm helps the algorithm. Follow the Twitter at Real Rising Pod right there. If you're not subscribed already, I think I just said it, but just subscribe. Subscribe and like. That's all that matters now. And soon we'll have a preview show for the next show. I think that's Sendai, right? We got Sendai next month, right?
53 next, I think.
53. Okay. Oh my God, I'm not used to Ryzen doing shows every month. So 53 is in Kyoto, I think, right?
Kobe.
Oh no, Kobe. Okay. Well,
G-Line Arena.
That's it, right? Is it G-Line or Gleon? I've heard it both ways.
I've heard in the how do I say it? Like the trailer for the card. The guy was like G-Line Arena, like that shit,
So okay, so that's Kobe next month. Oh yeah, because Kate Oyama players on that, of course.
Yeah.
T-San's still going on. Unfortunately, T-San, we're going to be wrapping up soon, so I'll just read this last one. The way that they get a bad relationship done, Ogi Kubo said, "You quit the gym? Say, why did you quit?" Then Shinryu tried to reply Ogi Kubo. Ogi Kubo just said, "Shut up."
Oh yeah, no, he did. No, that's
yes,
that's what like now every time Shinryu tries to speak at a press conference,
just says,
the other one just says shut up. Like Ito did that to him. I remember.
Yes, I remember that now. Okay, John Nash says G-Line. Okay,
G-Line.
I trust John Nash.
I trust John Nash too.
Yes. Anyway, thank you everybody who tuned in. Sorry this went long. We had a good time discussion. We had great questions. So
Ryzen Octagon.
Yeah, and the Ryzen Octagon. It's not because we love the Ryzen Octagon, J Wolf. I know you're listening, man. But yeah, please tune in for the next show and appreciate the support as always. Thank you so much, everybody. Take care and have a great day.